ones who are still here with us. God bless. I remember Mama and the love that she gave. Building her the bedside, I could still hear Mama say, people are better than you, George. Don't you let them down. I remember Mama in the happy mood. We went to school with holes in our shoes. We didn't have much, but the Lord saw us through. I'm glad family together. I remember Mama in the happy mood. She packed her lunch in an old greasy bag. Might have seemed empty, and it was full from her head. Jesus Christ. Somehow I know she's smiling at us right now. One day I see her again. Happy Halloween. I remember Mama in the happy mood. I remember Mama in the happy mood. Brothers and sisters, they're living far apart. Although Mama's gone, she's right there in her heart. The whole of the pull together and stay in the holy place. I remember Mama in the happy mood. I remember Mama in the happy mood. Grandma, I miss you. Dad, I miss you too. For those of us who lost loved ones, you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. Lord Almighty. Yeah. Now Mama is sleeping in the bosom of Jesus Christ. Somehow I know she's smiling at us right now. One day I see her again. Happy Halloween. I remember Mama in the happy mood. I remember Grandma in the happy mood. I remember Dada in the happy mood. I remember you all in the happy mood. Mama, I remember you in the happy mood. My Redeemer, yeah. Yes, He lives forever, yeah. Who taught the sun where to stand in the morning? And who thought the ocean you can only come this far? And who show the moon where to hide till evening? Whose words alone can catch a falling star? Well, I know my Redeemer lives, and I know my Redeemer lives. Let all creation testify is risen and alive, and I know my Redeemer lives. The very same.
Good afternoon to my listeners and viewers. Yes, today is Friday. Welcome to Rebel Radio. You know, today, as usual, we have lots of things to talk about with you today. Yes, we share the program. Well, the flash flood warning that we had in several parishes was lifted yesterday. So we are no longer under that threat of rain. The country has been having some good showers this week. And we had a earthquake on Monday. Yes. Well, you know, we continue to be faced with the usual problems. Yes, the crime problem. And I'm going to start this evening's program by talking to someone who many of my listeners and viewers are aware of him, Silton Townsend. If you remember Mass Gussie from Lime Tree Lane, yeah, that's the same person. And he, along with some of his Christian brethren, they have they're about to launch a program to assist in combating the crime and violence that we are having in the country. Yes, we are going to be talking to him. Yes, of course. And the country yesterday, the Parliament paid tribute to the late Member of Parliament and Minister, Winston Spaldings. Yes, that was a man among men. Yes, a great personality, one who contributed a lot to the Jamaican society. Yes, he passed away. He was a very good friend of mine and someone who I benefited from his generosity of spirit, yes, and his legal advice. Yes, I recall very much. Elsewhere we see where they are planning lots of the committee that is overlooking the Integrity Commission. Yes, they are debating suggestions and amendments that should be made to the Integrity Commission Act. Yes, we are watching that closely. Another bit of news that Rebel Radio is interested in, we see that the government is about to launch a major water tank program. 50,000 water tank will be distributed because, you know, there are hundreds of thousands of Jamaicans who don't have access to water. And I know that in spite of the heavy rains that we had, you know, over the last weeks, and I know that there are many people in Jamaica who have limited catchment supplies. So those with catchment supplies, like in Manchester where there are many tanks, those tanks are supposed to be filled now. But I also know that around the countryside there are many Jamaicans who don't have, well, they have limited catchment supplies. So if the showers discontinue for some time, then they will be out of water. Let me try and get Mr. Silton Townsend now, so we can have this discussion on what is happening or what his plans are Good afternoon, Mr. Townsend.
I am here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, been a long time.
Yes, and as I told my listeners that some of whom might forget, this is Mas Gussie from Lime Tree Lane. Am I right, sir?
You are perfectly right. Could not be righter.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You
right.
don't know that you're a writer.
Yes, sir. Right. But no, Mas Gussie is about to launch a very serious program. Serious because his plans are aimed at combating the crime problem that we are facing. And Mas Gussie is going to tell us now about his plan, Forgiveness Saves Lives. That is that's the program that Mr. Townsend is about to launch. So go ahead, Mr. Townsend, and tell us about this program.
Yes. Well, it is not just to combat crime or to fight crime.
Yes.
It's to deal with many of the social ills. You know, conflict, problem between wife and husband and boyfriend and girlfriend and communities and whatever. All right? So, and I know that it will address the crime problem in Jamaica, in the world, because forgiveness is very, very critical to how we manage our relationships and just live in community. Right? There's nothing like forgiveness. As a matter of fact, somebody was saying recently that it is the most powerful thing on earth. But I think the problem is many people don't understand what it is and how to effect it, how to forgive. What do I do to forgive? Because a lot of people think that if I forgive, for example, I think if I forgive you, I'm giving the right to trample on me. No, that's not what it is. So forgiveness, the real meaning of forgiveness, or what forgiveness does, is to set the offended person free to live again, to breathe again, and maybe even to embrace the person who offends him or her. Right? But is to understand how to forgive. And that is where the real problem is. Forgiveness must take place from the heart to begin with. And it involves our Creator, God, because Jesus said that we should forgive one another. We're going to be looking. I don't know how much time I have, but during this campaign, we're launching on the 15th of November, right here in Jamaica. I guess other parts of the world, like people in diaspora and so on, should benefit from this because we're putting it out there. It's a mission, I believe, that God has sent us on to tell people that forgiveness saves lives, and forgiveness is not for weaklings. Forgiveness is for it's for people who are strong. And if we are too weak to forgive, God can strengthen us to forgive, because I would want to think, has given us this gift. He has given us an opportunity to live a better quality of life. And there's nothing like forgiveness. There's no substitute for forgiveness. And like I said, we're going to be launching it on the 15th of this month. We want to go on that. It's going to be a preliminary launch or a soft launch. And then next year, hopefully, God carrying, we'll launch in the first quarter of the year. But for now, on the 15th, we want to be on social media, in the media, all media, in the newspaper, just putting the word out there. Forgiveness saves lives. And people are going to be asking, what does that mean? So we're going to go into communities with the message, people, forgiveness saves lives. Social media, forgiveness saves lives. Television, forgiveness saves lives. WhatsApp status, forgiveness saves lives. So short of putting it on the sky, we want to put it in every nook and cranny of Jamaica. Forgiveness saves lives. What does that mean? We have been hearing the word all along. And I forgive, but I can't forget. And forgiveness is foolishness. I must take revenge. If somebody hurt me, I must hurt that person, and I feel much better than if I say, I forgive you. All right? And so, you're going to say something?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, many people are, I would say, afraid, like I said earlier, of forgiving somebody because they think that forgiving somebody is giving the person the right to abuse me.
Yes.
No, what you are doing is giving yourself an opportunity to live again, to breathe again, and to be happy. Because, you see, when somebody hurts somebody, you hurt my feeling, you tell a lie on me, or something like that. I am hurt. And so I am here thinking that the best way to get rid of the hurt is to hurt you in return. But I don't stop to think about the implication of doing that. I can hurt you to the point where you are hurt, your family is hurt, I am hurt more deeply, I may end up in prison, I may end up with all kinds of problems because I take things in my hand. Now, if I say, and I said earlier that God has to be a part of the equation. So God is a forgiving God. And by the way, this is being done by a group of dedicated Christians. You know, I am one of them.
Yes.
And so, yes.
Sultan, so tell me something now. Just for tell my listeners and viewers.
Yeah.
What format? How will this be launched? Will it be launched at? Is it going to be a public rally? And you know where it is going to be launched? Just tell us
okay. Yes, like I said, it's going to be a soft launch, small launch. We're going to be launching somewhere in New Kingston, a small group of people, and we're going to be in a room. We're going to dedicate it, and so on and so forth. We were aiming for the big launch, but the big launch will not be until, say, the first quarter of next year, which may be a public rally and so on and so forth. So this soft launch will begin to get the word out there. Forgiveness saves lives. And what we want all Jamaica to do, business entities, churches, politicians, and by the way, government is supposed to be a part of this soft launch. A very small number, but I've invited the Prime Minister to be a part of it, and Governor General. They may not be there, but they will send representatives to this launch. All right. So having done that, the launch, where the word is getting out there. So we're going to be approaching the private sector, business like, say, Barita, NCB, those places, and say, what we want you to do, and we have a message that we're developing. We want you to help carry this message because all hands have to be on deck. It is not a small group of people just saying forgive, forgive, forgive. We want people to buy into this message. All right? So we are saying this is forgiveness, and this is how it works. Yeah. We want you to help us to get the message out there because what I realize, people are ignorant of what forgiveness is. For 2,000 years or more since Jesus Christ came into this world, he brought the message of forgiveness, and we still have not got it. We still have not got it, but we are learning it now. And I have learned a lot because I've done a lot of research, and so I'm learning what it is. So having developed the how to forgive, we're saying to government, to everybody out there, try and get the message out there. And we're going to report and enforce it because we want people to be inquiring, what is forgiveness? Yes. So your job is to say, forgiveness saves lives. What is that? So here's where we are coming now. We're coming now with the message, the steps in how to forgive and what it is. How do you benefit from forgiveness? So people having seen the benefit of forgiveness, then they are willing to forgive. Yes. Now, let me just give a little taste of what it is now. So, this is Sultan. You are Desmond. And so you might have said something to hurt my feelings. My family may be embarrassed, and I might have lost so much credibility and so on and so forth. How do I deal with that? Is there a way to get rid of that feeling that is in my mind? So this feeling is going to generate anger, bitterness, and I'm going to want to get even. If I can hurt you or hurt a family member, that's what I'm going to do, because I am here thinking if I do that, I'm going to feel okay inside.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not going to feel okay inside. I'm a little, yes, a yes man. Yes, I get even, feel good now. That may last for about a minute. That's a yes man. But what about the repercussions? What is going to happen after that? Right? They're going to be coming at me. And so I have this, even with reprisal killing and those things, if people learn to forgive, they wouldn't have that kind of, wouldn't have that. So here's the thing now. I am here saying, remember that we are body, soul, spirit, right? So I have a body, I have a mind, I have a spirit, and so on and so forth. Now, God is our Father, and God wants us to forgive, and He'll help us to forgive. So you hurt me, and I say, all right. I sit down by myself, and I'm thinking about it. And I'm saying, all right, so Desmond hurt me. What am I going to do? I have to get back at him. Because I'm angry, and I say, okay, if I do this, yes, you're going to hurt him.
Yeah.
If I stone his house, you're going to hurt him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but does that get rid of the problem? Because they come and stone your house, somebody come and stone my house, and they have this kind of thing back and forth and so on. Does it help? So it creates more problems. So what we're trying to do is to get rid of the pain that this thing has caused. And unforgiveness only exacerbates the problem, makes it worse. All right. So I sit down and I say, all right, hurt me. Going through it now. So I have to play it out, So you fling stone up to me, fling stone up to you. Going on back and forth, and the body get hurt. Something the whole community, 10 people die in the community. All right. What does that do? No. That is not help. It just destroy. So forgiveness now. I say, all right, sit down. It hurt me. And I say, all right. How if I hurt him? Wonder why he hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder what was going through his mind. Because I'm reflecting now. I wonder if he was not having a good day. And I think, and I say, maybe something was wrong and it happened. But did I do anything whatsoever? Did I contribute to his feeling? What did I do to contribute to that?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, no, maybe I didn't, So I work, and I begin to think of what will happen if I react this way, and I work it through. And then I come to the point where I say, God, what is the best thing to do now? How do I forgive? If I forgive this person, what's going to happen in my brain? What's going to happen here? So my willingness to forgive, my willingness is what I need to do, is to be willing to forgive. So the Creator now is going to come in here now. Based on my willingness to forgive, as a Christian, I can tell you this. Something supernatural is going to happen in my mind, in my brain, right? That I have no power over, because all I want to do is to kill. But based on my willingness, not thinking about anything else, I am willing now. What happens is that the higher power, because you and I can't forgive so easily, the higher power comes in based on my willingness to forgive and begin to do some things in my mind, in my brain, and so on and so forth. And little by little, that feeling of resentment, that anger, that wanting to get even with that person is going to begin to diminish bit by bit by bit.
Okay.
and then it will begin to go away.
Right.
And some other things begin to happen. Yes, you're saying.
So you would like, for example, other churches to develop on this theme during services, they preach about forgiveness.
Right.
You want civic organization to talk
Yes.
about forgiveness.
Right.
You are, as you said, how are you going to, you want the media to also publicize this theme.
Yes, of the theme.
Right.
Right. Right.
And so that we can get the message out that forgiveness save lives.
Right.
So
Right.
if I hurt you, if I kill your brother, instead of planning a reprisal, sit back, think about it, forgive the person.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Sorry. You go ahead. Sorry.
And so this is what you want to be circulated throughout the country.
Right. Right. And
But the only thing I need, I want you to tell us is how are you going to get the various parties involved so that they can help to spread the message? How do you plan to do that?
well, like I said, we have to, well, there's a small group of us, yes, I know. But we have to, once we do that launch, we're going to be inviting, we're going to be asking the church, yes, and other groups who are like-minded, who have an interest in the well-being of Jamaica, and people who, radio stations, a radio station like your station, other stations in newspapers, and so on and so forth, to begin to sensitize the people. It's an educational campaign, so to speak.
Yes.
So to get it out there, what can you do? We're looking at billboards, we're looking at all the media, all the organs, everything that we can get to help to spread the message.
Yes.
All the message spreaders, in other words, we would want to employ. It's a difficult task, I know, just like our forgiveness is not easy. This campaign is not an easy one. But why I'm passionate about it, I've seen forgiveness in my own life. My research has shown me that forgiveness is the best thing.
Yes.
It is not, and it's not what people think it is. It's not, like I said earlier, it's not that you're going to get people to trample on you and think you're weak and whatever. No, it is strength that's going to help you, and also there's a divine component, and that is going to be based on your willingness. All of us have a will. Can you do this thing? Are you willing? It's like looking at this house, and it's a boy. I want to lift up this house, but I know I can't do it. Question is, are you willing? Can you engage your will? All I'm asked to do is to be willing. And so, I'm willing, yeah, good. All of a sudden, one giant come from over there, so a bulldozer come from over there, so that comes from over there, so and based on my willingness, it begins to happen.
Yes.
It's happening because I am now willing. So I don't look at the house and say, boy, it can't live up because me can't do it. No, you can't do it really. But all we're asking it to do is to be willing to try. And you have the will. But God gave all of us a will. And the moment I do that, the miracles begin to happen. And that is the secret of forgiveness.
Yes.
That is secret, it's a secret. I say, yes, wow. So for 2,000 years, we've been trying, church have been talking about forgiveness, and yet you have pastors not talking to pastors, church sisters not talking to church sister. Malice. Because them say them forgive, but the will is not engaged. The heart is not engaged. And because those things are not engaged, forgiveness, because not just word of mouth. I don't just say, boy, there's one, I forgive you. No. It has to be, the heart has to be engaged, mind has to be engaged, will is engaged, and once it is engaged, you don't worry about nothing.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. The bulldozer going to come. The truck going to come. Those things going to come to render the assistance that's going to make the forgiveness possible. And when that happens, you're going to be free. The anger will go, the venom will go, everything will just begin to slip away because forgiveness has taken place.
Well, Sultan, I want you to know that we will lend our platform towards your initiative because we want any initiative that can go towards solving these social conflicts that we have in Jamaica right now. We want to participate because the situation is not pretty at all.
It is not pretty.
No.
And my brother, with tears in my eyes, you know me for years. I used to write for the Jamaica Record, and I've done so much work in Jamaica. But when God put this in my heart, He said, this is the answer.
Yes.
Just like God gave us a gift. This is the answer. Work it.
Okay. So I want to thank you very much. And as I said, the platform is open, so we will talk about it.
Yes.
Play our role in spreading the message.
And for sure, I'm going to send an invitation. If you can attend the launch,
yes.
I will tell you more about it, my brother, and I want to thank you so much.
Okay, sir. All right. That was Mr. Sultan Townsend, and he's telling us about his initiative, Forgiveness Saves Lives, that they are launching this program in order to address the social conflicts in the country. This is Romy Radio. Let us take a break.
all of my trials. I cannot bear these burdens alone. In my distress, please kindly will help me. loves and cares for his own. I must Jesus. I must Jesus.
Hey, welcome back to the radio. And as we continue our discussion on what is happening in the country, we are now going to be talking to our public commentator, well-known Lucius White. Brother Lucius, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you.
Yes, yes. And boy, I know that you have kept abreast of what is happening. Boy, it would appear as if Israel want to wipe out the Palestinian people in the Gaza.
Evidently, that is the overall strategy, you know.
Yes.
It has provoked the situation, and when the people show resistance, then you use excessive force, and you do that often enough, you will eventually succeed in the overall plan of genocide, wiping out the Palestinians from their homeland.
Yes.
You see, on the surface, a lot of people say, well, the Palestinians started it. It's not really true. It is a fact that they attacked Israel again. Yes, that normally one would say is on. And it's not something that one can well this method. But you must recognize that a people who are in bondage in their homeland without the military means of frontal confrontation, they will have to use alternative strategies normally described as guerrilla and even described as terrorism in order to get attraction to their cause.
Yes.
You see, somebody may say, well, you're beating around the bush. The truth is, the present people who goes under the title of Israel, they are being settled according to a legal nation where under Palestine, which was occupied by the Palestinians, divided to create two states. The state of Israel and that of the people of Palestine who occupied were given 22% of the land, and the people who are called Israeli give 78% of the land. Now, since that agreement has been made, the Israelis built hundreds of settlements with the 22% which has been allotted to the people who occupied the world.
Yes, sir.
No. When these people are driven off their land, and even that which they have been allotted, people come in and occupy it with the backing of the Israeli government. And any resistance or opposition to it is dealt with harshly and severely. Now, because of the situation where the U.S. is the principal backer of Israel, they feel that they are above whatever the United Nations want to say.
Yes, yes.
Because when you have American backing, it means that at least at the Security Council, it is going to be vetoed. And because America has been the principal financial contributor to the United Nations, they make almost everything a reflection of American policy rather than a real global policy.
Yes, sir.
The global vote has completely isolated and have identified that the present situation requires a humanitarian ceasefire, and which calls to allow the innocent people in Gaza or Palestine in general not to be punished to satisfy the ego of the Israeli Prime Minister, who is on a mission of his own, because his policy, I'm not even sure if it is backed by all Israelis. But there's a Zionist element that is very powerful.
Yes, yes.
And this is where the problem lies.
Yes, they are. And the people...
Because a careful examination of who are the Israelis, you'll find that they constitute more Europeans and Americans than they constitute ethnic Jews.
Yes.
But without going into that aspect of the thing, the reality of justice, you can't have peace where you don't have justice. You cannot have a situation where these people are made prisoners in their allotted land and expect to have peace.
No.
No. They don't have the military might to launch a frontal attack and take whatever military move they make. They know they will have to pay a price, and that price is to get global attention to the injustice that is being meted out to them, which will allow the world to correct that situation, which is manifestly unjust.
Yeah. But as we speak, Lush, that is not happening, because this morning, I think one of the latest bit of news is that the Israeli government announced that they have surrounded Gaza, the military, and they are planning now to go in ground battles, right?
This is where The people of the world have to speak up.
Yes.
And this is where to our eternal shame. Jamaica, led by Andrew Holness, did not vote along with the people of the world to say that this situation cannot continue and there is to be a ceasefire.
Yes, sir.
Now, the excuse being offered that they were still deliberating when they vote. There's nothing there to deliberate about.
No. No,
And
that,
why wasn't the ambassador given the instruction, a straight instruction to vote for ceasefire?
what the defense, what the government has offered as defense is no defense at all. What they have clearly let down the country. We have a proud record. Jamaica has a proud record of supporting justice in the world. And what
Before we were independent, it was the Jamaica initiative that brought into world focus that the apartheid system had to be dismantled.
yes,
And consistently, both it was initiated by Norman Manley, it was supported and continued by the JLP, which succeeded him, and only to find that this particular government has betrayed the independence of Jamaica's thought, the respect that Jamaica earned as an honest broker and a principled nation has been completely soiled
yes, sir.
by this particular administration.
Yeah.
And it is not by, I don't think it is accident, because this particular Prime Minister made a trip to Israel, which up until now the Jamaican people have not been advised as to what that trip was all about.
No, we were not.
We have not been, and it would seem as if whatever that trip was all about is between himself and Netanyahu.
Yes.
And these are the kind of things. Now you look at the vote in the General Assembly, and Jamaica is not amongst the hundreds that vote for a ceasefire. We have used excuses, and then you come and go in at little meeting down the country to tell people that you stand for two-state solution. This Jamaican government has not stood for a two-state solution because it has given unrestrained support to the Israeli for whatever they do, and they and America are the only countries that are in that position.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you do not put yourself into a situation where you lose your credibility. And you don't have no military might of your own. So if you don't stand for the principle that international law must be observed, what it is that will protect you is someone with more military might than you decide to invade and trample you.
Boy.
So it is a part of your self-interest to ensure that justice and international laws are observed.
Yes, of course. Yes, of course.
The lapdog attitude that we adopted when Trump decided to example, on Venezuela, has put us in a situation where the country that gave us the most support during our years of struggle, we turned around and unconstitutionally try to expropriate their shares in the oil refinery.
Yes, sir. On that note, Lush, I want you to also take note of the fact that right now there's a development in the Caribbean involving Venezuela and Guyana, which is inappropriate because the Venezuelans want to annex part of Guyana, the Essequibo region. And as a matter of fact, they have announced a referendum in their country for December that they are going to ask the people whether or not they should annex part of Guyana. Now that is something that we can't tolerate either.
We must always stand for justice and what is right.
Yes.
But if you can't be flipping according to expediency and who you believe can give you a little thing at the moment. When you're standing for justice and principle, you're standing for right and you are protecting yourself as a vulnerable because we are small, we are vulnerable, and it is only principle that will allow us to hold our rightful place anywhere in the world.
That's it, sir.
And this thing of people annexing people's, there are boundaries that have been established, and these must be observed and respected. And any contention must be done through negotiation, not by military might.
No, not at all.
Because the days of conquest are supposed to be over.
Yes.
But some people don't seem to think that this should be so. If you have enough muscles and the kind of backing that will allow you to bully others, then you can do whatever is right, whatever you say is right.
Yes.
In other words, right is right. And we know that it's not so, and not to be so. And principled people will always and should always stand up for what is right, not what is right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That is it. Yes. So locally, you might have seen, or you should have seen, the government launching a water program. 50,000 water drums to be delivered to Jamaicans, because as
Say that again.
50,000 water drums, 400 gallon water drums to be delivered to Jamaicans, because as you know, that there are Jamaicans, and I'm talking about thousands of Jamaicans around the country who don't have access to water, right? And we have been receiving some rain, but we also know that there are thousands who have limited catchment supplies or facilities. So if we don't have rain for a couple of months, there are people in Jamaica who will be having water problems. So I see the government has announced this plan to supply them with water drums.
Water drums will come in time for the local government election.
Yes. Well,
Jamaica does not have a water shortage problem. It has a water mismanagement and lack of management problem.
Yes, sir.
We have water that can last us and serve us if we choose to manage it properly.
Right.
We have not done enough about storage. We have not done enough about the controlling of water when it rains. So rather than have it messing up the place and to find its way to the sea, we have not interrupted it and we have not directed it into recharging aquifers. We have not created mini storage, which you can do all over the place. So as to ensure that when the rain ceases, you have enough water to last you until the rain comes again.
Yes.
If you look at the situation in St. Elizabeth, St. Elizabeth have more water than maybe anywhere else in Jamaica.
Yes.
All that water is down on the plain. You need water up on the plateau. And with the abundance of wind and solar energy that is available to Jamaica, we can afford to transfer the water from the plains to where you need it up in the plateau without a heavy recurring cost of energy.
Yes.
But no, we are either waiting for some foreigner to do it, or we continue to say, well, we will pray for rain, and when the rain comes, God has answered our prayers. And God has been saying to us, what have you been doing? The water is there already.
Yes, sir.
You put people to useful work to transform your situation from what it is to what you want it to be. And this is how you can improve the standard of living of people, by getting them to do productive work, which allows your production and productivity to improve. So we call about Jamaica must be one of the places in the world where after 3 or 5 weeks of no rainfall, you hear that you have drought. So there you have drought in such a short period. And if you look at the amount of damage done whenever there is a half hour rain, it tells you that you are not doing something properly.
Certainly.
And we have the manpower. We have people with the skill and know what to do. But we don't listen to our own. We've got to hear it from foreigners or people within the community bunch. So they listen to nobody else, and you come up with excuses. You either use the milligram process was introduced, and it was abandoned and charged that it was it was for Cubans.
Yes.
We cannot behave this sort of way and don't expect to pay the consequence. When the Prime Minister Fiji announced that he wanted values and attitude, the people politicized it, and what they did, they denounced it. And now you find you want to take away your constitutional rights in order to offer you security.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right then.
Yes. Take care of yourself.
Yes.
All right. That was public commentator Lucius White. Yes. About the situation. What one can only hope the distribution of these water drums. I sincerely hope. I can only hope that, the politics, Rebel Radio will have to watch how they are distributed. Because it's a government, so we don't want the water drums to be delivered to JLP people alone. There are PNP people out there and other people who are not supporters of either party who are in need of the water facilities, and therefore these drums, we have to be careful and see how they are delivered, because I know that the politics could be used and the people who really need it don't get it. All right, it's time for a break. Let us take a break. This is Rebel Radio.
Everybody sale at New Budget Supplies. Do-it-yourself professionals and contractors. This is the sale for you. Lumber, steel, stress and foam ply, water tanks, pumps, PVC pipes and fittings, toilets, bathtubs, vanities and basins, windows, paint, doors, floor and wall tiles, insect and grout. Up to 20% off selected items. 195 Heidelberg Road. Telephone 93-4560. New Budget Supplies. Always the best prices.
Sale at New Budget Supplies. Do-it-yourself professionals and contractors.
It's always saving season at Tools, Hardware and Supplies.
New arrivals are here.
With variety and prices you love.
We have the best in porcelain and ceramic tiles,
Windows, doors, and much more.
so what are you waiting for?
When you think of tiles, think Tools. The one-stop for all your home finishes.
So, come visit us at 279 Spanish Town Road, 4 South Camp Road, 8 Red Hills Road,
Or online at toolsja.com. Tools! The Lion King of Hardware. When you have troubles, don't cry. Oh no, no. Just remember that God is standing by. Oh Lord, yeah. When you have heartaches, don't cry. Oh no, just remember that God is standing by. Sometime when your burden is down, just remember God is standing by. Thank you, Lord. So there's no need to cry. Oh, God is standing by. Thank you, troubles. Forget about your pain. Put your trust in the Father. God is standing round.
Welcome back to Rebel Radio. And, you know, at this time on a Friday, we talk about the Constitution. You know that we are in the process of looking at our Constitution to amend it. And this is how we use this time on a Friday to talk about it. We have with us Professor Louis Moyston. Professor, good afternoon.
How are you doing?
Yes, I'm supposed to be okay.
All right, sir. Give thanks, give thanks, yes.
Well, as you're aware that at this moment the country, we are looking at changes, how we should amend our Constitution. In other words, how we should Jamaicanize our Constitution. And I would just like to hear from you, you know, what are some of the changes that you think we should make, we should add, and what we should do with our Constitution? What are your thoughts?
Let me say this to you. A few years ago, I used to have a radio program on this FM.
Yes.
And on Thursdays, we used to discuss constitutional reform.
Yes.
I was down before there was anything about constitutional reform or Barbados becoming a republic and this kind of thing.
Right.
Let me give you the conclusion to my presentation first.
Yes.
Right? In 1990,
yes,
Michael Manley commissioned Carlstone to put a committee together and to run a survey across the country to find out if member of parliament and cabinet ministers should get increase in salary.
Yes.
Well, the overwhelming response is that no. Some people say the only time they see the MP is during election time. And there's an argument about those people who are cabinet ministers who do not have the time to visit their constituencies. And there's a whole lot of grievances. But in the end, what the research said, to solve this problem, what you need to do is to destroy this dictatorship of the Prime Minister and the Minister of Finance. So that's what the Prime Minister tries to do in this country is to use his power to do a lot of programs and projects, project himself, because he's aware that, I mean, I talk about any party now,
Yes.
he's aware that the leadership alone can win an election. That it can carry through weak-minded people as MP, winning against good MP. And what was the solution, the people said? The people said that they wanted constitutional change. And that constitutional change must involve an executive president. And that the executive president responsibility would be to get people to become cabinet ministers who are not necessarily MPs. People who will get those positions based on merit.
Yes.
Unlike the system where the PM picking family members and him friends and stuff like that, people who do not have the capacity to administer. And that the role of the MP now was to go in them constituency and work.
Yes.
Develop the constituency, deal with education.
So that was from in 1991 Carlstone report on salary increase for member of parliament. Well, so what is happening is not new. What is the problem is, why decide to have a short-term discussion on constitutional reform to turn Jamaica into a republic in a few months, so when election comes, you can have this as your legacy? I am saying what is happening now is totally wrong and it needs to be reviewed. We need to sit down. This is 60 years after independence, my brethren, with a constitution that was given to us as an order in what they call it again?
The British Council.
Yes. Well, them order in council.
Yes.
Well, coming out of Buckingham Palace.
Yes.
No, it's 60 years after independence, and we are going to deal with constitutional reform. It must be done in such a way that it becomes the epitome of our decolonization process. You hear me, sir? Decolonization, that's one national anthem, national symbol, national flag, and all this kind of thing, brother. It's to reverse the colonial entrenchment in our society and in the minds of our people. So what is happening is wrong. Is that the Prime Minister just big-headed and swell-headed and wants to have a legacy and say, yes, I turn Jamaica into a republic. So let me start. I want to look at something what I call constitutional moments that occurred in the country. And I want to look from in the 17th century right up to 1962.
Yes.
You see, what is happening now, I cannot locate it in any historical context in which we have something known as constitutional moments. In other words, constitutional moments are historical milestones of things that have happened inside of the country that inspire profound changes. So when we look at Jamaica, we may want to begin from 1665 to 1838. That is the first stretch of what you call the life of the transatlantic constitution. And what we mean by the transatlantic constitution now is that England that has no written constitution. England wrote all these things and sent out and said, this is your constitution. So this was from 1654 to 1838. Now, why the change in 1838? 1838 requires a new regime. That was the moment, that's a constitutional moment.
Yes.
It required a new regime.
Yes, because that was when we show away slavery, when slavery went out.
Yes. So this new regime lasted from 1838 to 1865.
Yes.
Which 1865 again become another constitutional moment.
Yes, Morant Bay Rebellion.
All right, I call it uprising.
Yes.
All right, make it subtract 1650, roughly 5 from 1838, 3. Okay, so 183 years. 18. I'll come 18, 38, from that 8. 3 from that is 2. All right, good. So the first constitution, you know, had a life of 183 years. Good? From 1654 to 1838. So 1838 was that constitutional moment that gave rise to a new constitution. But notice the change in timing. By 1865, the Paul Bogle uprising now was another moment for constitutional change. What's that?
Yes.
So we had Crown Colony government. And this Crown Colony government lasted from 1866 to 1944.
Yes.
And 1944, I think what we need to look at is a man from the country, a humble black man, who was one of the finest representatives in the Legislative Council, and his name is Jack Smith. There's something that people don't seem to look at and seem to talk about, but it was the Jack Smith Constitution in the 1940s. One man. Good? And this was after the 1838 uprising all over the country. That they realized now, 1938, they realized now, between 1866 1938 by 1994 now was another constitutional movement.
Yes.
And that constitutional movement gave rise to universal adult suffrage.
Yes, 1944.
Yes, because all of the other period had things like property requirement, and it was male-led voting. Good. Even the Jews who are planters in Jamaica could not vote until after, I think it was after the 1866 period. By then, sometime coming up when they kind of relax the condition.
Right.
So we're at the moment in 1944. So the next movement for constitutional change is 1962. Well, and that is the constitution that we have now. Well,
right.
So if we can look on 1944 and take that away from 1962, then what we see here now is 18 years.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's 61 years after. And there's no constitutional movement because over the years, I think the best time they have ever had coming close to do change was with the PJ Patterson and when Gordon was in opposition.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Siaga was never enthusiastic about constitutional change because he knew what it would do to the power of the Prime Minister.
Yes.
Mr. Gordon was a more rational thinking politician, and then after that now, all this thing coming with Barbados and everybody want to have some profound change.
Yes.
No, but it is important that we understand the period that we are talking about.
Right. But you seem to, yes, but you seems to be in favor of when you look at the system, so we have the parliamentary system and we have the executive presidential system. You seems to be in favor of that one.
Well, philosophically speaking, what we need to do is look at a system in which you have separation of power.
Yes.
If you don't deal with this thing any at all, because this democratic system can lead to despotism and authoritarianism. And it's that we see in this country today. We want to separate powers. And under this separation of powers, you have an executive president and a lot of legislative committees for oversight.
But Professor, you know, we have separation of powers in Jamaica right now. You know. You have the judiciary, you have the parliament, and you have the executive. Those are three separate arms. But the question is, I think, are they working efficiently and effectively towards the benefit of the people.
The system we have is a parliamentary system, and within the parliamentary system we have those three divisions.
Yes.
But we want a political system. Good?
Yeah.
There has to be a political thought in terms of underpinning that we have separation of powers where they work effectively. The problem that you're saying is that look at when the Prime Minister was going to name Mr. The man with Mr. Sykes. He wanted to put Mr. Sykes on probation.
Yes.
Good. You look at how the government deal with the IC, what name of that, the Integrity Committee.
Yes.
That Wilmington wanted to take away their their powers to prosecute.
Yes.
Now, when you look at what is happening, social housing was something that existed a long time before, carried out by the local government, because I grew up in a social housing where we get from the government.
Yes.
Good? And now it is something that the Prime Minister now check every ministry and their office. He have the housing trust, he have the heart trust, several ministries. And what he's doing now is that you're going to be a social house of people. Then why you bring them on TV if you come and tell them, say, yes, I get a social house and all of this kind of thing. You have some motive. You're not concerned about the consequences in terms of serving, but it is a motive to keep yourself in power. The present system that we have is one that has become corrupt and one that the politicians are self-serving and they're not serving national interest. And this is why there needs to be a change. The people in their community, when you look on it, when you look on it, I see yourself. We come from St. Thomas. We know the whole of the parish council and the public work. Now I'm to work with the public work. Them days when they clean the public work, you know which roadside to clean, what water table to clean, what local road to clean, what road needs patching and stuff like that. How the hell you must stay at Maxfield Avenue and deal with everything in the country? And this is why the country has brought down rapidly, because there is no local power. So you need a constitution now that will make the MP become the leader of them constituency like what's happening everywhere else. And that you have a local government that can work with the MP in terms of building the parishes. The only place in Jamaica where we really build a Montego Bay and Kingston, basically, but more from Kingston. Because when you have the power to run water from St. Thomas, bring it into Kingston and pass people who don't have no water in St. Thomas, then it tell you how the government run. It is not here to serve all the people. Yeah. And we are saying that we need a system that can ensure that when we say we have a judiciary, the judiciary is independent, but we want independent because the politicians name them. Good?
No, you mean the judges?
No, not the judges. The judges have their own system, but like the people who are in the DPP office and all this kind of thing.
Yes.
Political business.
Okay.
That's where I go.
Yes, yes.
So I'm saying that the separation of power within the British parliamentary system is a sham. What we need is a separation of power that is institutionalized. We need the Constitution to have the thing where we can get the best people. Now look on this thing right now. We one ministry of science and this and that. We avoid it. What do you know about science? Well, what implication that have for the country? When it's science supposed to lead the development, every day them talking about technology. And the technology builds civilization, as science, technology carry out the work. Good? So I'm saying that we need that kind of power, this kind of change, in which we can get the best people to do the work. People will not be self-serving.
Yes.
Good?
Yes.
But at the same time, I really want to get into some of the issues because when they talk about this man named that built the run house there,
yes.
what's his name?
Forget that early developer. He was the owner. He was actually the owner of that.
He was perceived as the richest man in Jamaica at that time.
Yeah.
All right, I can't recall his name now.
Yeah.
But during the 1880s, for example, he had a group of men around him, men who have the newspaper, and men who deal with politics and stuff like that. And they were making calls for changes in the crown colony system.
Yes.
That would allow a greater representative. His name is George Tybell.
Okay.
Yes. So they want to change. So in 1884 there was a constitutional change. And that constitutional change permitted an increase in terms of black people in the political activities.
Mm-hmm.
There were more black people now running for legislative council and stuff like that. But one of the things is that the system itself, after 1886, any black person that calls for change and become radical and say they want to change the life of black people, they label them as Paul's disciples and punish them. And they would even turn black people against them in terms of voting. Because there was a case with a man named Charles Campbell, who was most of the son-in-law to George Tybell. Well, and these men were black men and look out for black people. Right? And they might run against a white man in the 1880s. And that's how when the Constitution changed and give them the opportunity. And the white man started campaigning on want to bring back color for color and skin for skin and this kind of thing. And the black man lose the election. Right?
Yes.
So what we see now, coming up to the 1890s, when the first black man, Alexander Dixon, got elected into the Legislative Council, and this now opened a new opportunity for black people in politics, led by a man named Dr. Robert Love,
yes,
who was a black activist and black thinker, and many people believe as a forerunner to Marcus Garvey.
yes.
Well, and he is from the Bahamas, a medical doctor and an Episcopalian churchman. And he was here from in 1889 till about 1910 or something like that when he died. And he was also a member of the Legislative Council.
Yes.
And during that time, 1910, there was a man who formed an organization named the National this was an organization, you see,
yes,
that had Marcus Garvey was a member of it. And it was done by a lawyer. So much thing to remember sometimes. But after this man, Love, got weak, there was this organization that was formed now to organize black people to get beyond the barriers that they put in the way. So when we're talking about constitutional change historically, the point I wanted to make is that black people are fighting so they can get a chance to be a part of the society. Well, now, about this constitution actually is a racist constitution.
yes,
It is a constitution about black people, against black people.
Mm-hmm.
It is a constitution that tells black people, so look here, only is not really nobody else in this country, out of many one people. And when they develop these kind of ideas, what these ideas do is help to stifle the whole trust of black people to liberate themselves, saying that we are like everybody else. Almost we be like the farmer slave owners. Almost we be like the Indian and the Chinese who come here with a sense of their history not broken in terms of slavery and colonialism. And them have everything intact.
Yes. Well, Professor, we have exhausted the time.
Yes.
But I want you to know that Rebel Radio platform on Fridays we use this platform to discuss these issues. So we will call you again, Professor.
All right. One love again.
Yes, thank you very much.
Good.
Yes, that was Professor Louis Moyston, and talking about the Constitution. Let us go for a break. This is Rebel Radio.
To you I give all the glory. Be not dismayed, whatever betide, God will take care of you. Hear that? Beneath His wings of love abide, God will take care of you. God will take care of you through every day, all the way. Mercy! He will take care of you. God will take care of you. No matter what may be the test, God will take care of you. Lean everyone upon the Lord, and He will take care of you. Mercy, God will take care of you through every day, all the way. take all the way. He will take care of you. God will take care of you. Be not dismayed, whatever betide, God will take care of you. We need His spirit of love abide. God will take care of you. God will take care of you through every day, all the way. He will take care of you. God will take care of you. God will take care of you through every day, all the way. He will take care of you. God will take care of you. I trust in you right now. Lord have mercy. Oh, yeah. To you I give all glory. Hey. Father God, Most High, to you I give all glory. Be not dismayed, whatever betide, God will take care of you. Hear that? We need His spirit of love abide. God will take care of you. God will take care of you through every day, all the way. Mercy! He will take care of you. God will take care of you. No matter what may be the test, God will take care of you. Lead everyone about the Lord, and He will take care of you. Mercy, God will take care of you through every day, all the way. He will take care of you. God will take care not dismay. Whatever betide, God will take care of you. Beneath this spring of love above, God will take care of you. God will take care of you through every day, all the way. He will take care of you. God will take care of you. God will take care of you through every day, all the way. He will take care of you. God will take care of you. I trust in you right now. Lord have mercy. Oh, yeah. To you I give all glory. Hey. Father God, where do I go from here? What faith is strong in me? Touch my heart and guide my foot. On the through the grace of God, I cast aside these fears I know, and if myself from the depth of despair. Oh, yeah. Lead me through the darkness and through each gloomy day. Take my hand, oh precious Lord, and help me on my way. Give me strength that I might find abiding faith and peace of mind. So I won't where to I go right now. Lead me, Heavenly Father, to the promised land I stay. Guide my step now. Please take my where do we go from here? What makes this love with me? Please show us the sign. We know you'll be there all time. Give us strength that we might find abiding faith and peace of mind. So we won't ask, where do we go from? Lead me through the darkness and through each take my hand, oh precious Lord, and help me on my way. Give me strength that I might find So I won't ever have to live to my control. Oh, right now, lead me through the darkness, get through each day. Take my hand, oh precious Lord, and help me on my way. Give me strength that I might find. I find in faith, yes, peace of mind. So I won't change, but to I go wrong. Oh, right now, Father God, Lord, your love has made me strong, and for that, I'm all yours. Lord of mercy, oh God, I'll never find the words, Lord, to tell you how I feel, dear God. Mere words could not explain. Yeah, gracious Lord, you held my life within your hand, created everything I had, taught me how to live again. Only you care when I needed a friend, making my problems. Oh, this song is for you, filled with gratitude and love. Oh Lord, I thank you. You make me feel brand new. For blessing me, I adore you. Almighty God, I love you. I sing this song for you. Father God, I adore you. My Lord, whenever I was insecure, you built me up and made me sure. You gave my sense of pride back to me. Only you care when I needed a friend, taking my problems. Oh, this song is for you, filled with gratitude and love. I thank you. You make me feel brand new. For blessing me, I adore you. Almighty God, I love you. I sing this song for you. You make me feel brand new. For blessing me, I love you. Yeah, I really love you. I sing this song for you. Oh yeah. Don't give up. Yeah. and you light of confusion has been so long. Your ship has lost anchor, and the storm that you drifted. Just hold on to Jesus and ride out your storm. Ride out your storm. God is still with you. You may not feel it, but you're not to alone. But your morning is coming, Lord of mercy. Just hold on to Jesus and ride out your storm. Remember His promise. He said, I never forsake you. Though the waters are troubled, then do you know? Don't give up the battle, for your answer is coming. Just hold on to Jesus and just ride out your storm. Ride out your storm. God is still with you. You may not feel it, but you're not alone. But your morning is coming, Lord of mercy. Just hold on to Jesus and ride out your storm. Ride out your storm. God is still with you. You may not feel it, but you're not alone. But your morning is coming, Lord of mercy. Just hold on to Jesus and ride out your storm. What is to be will be. Come me just a come, and me no one no botheration. Come me just a come, and me no one no botheration. Come me just a come, me say that come me just a come, no one no botheration. Come me just a come, and me no one no botheration. Jordan roll, Jordan roll. race to hell with my Georgian road. Rock my soul in the boots of my Abraham. Rock my soul in the boots of my Abraham. Rock my soul in the boots of my Abraham. Oh, rock my soul. Rock my soul in the boots of my Abraham. Rock my soul in the boots of my Abraham. Rock my soul in the boots of my Abraham. Oh, rock my soul. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. One bright morning, when this life is over, I fly away home to her home on God's celestial shore. Fly away home. Fly away home to glory. Fly away home. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, fly away home. Fly away home to glory. Fly away home. When I die, glory, hallelujah, by and by, fly away home. Fly away home. I will fly, yeah, fly away home. I will fly away home. Jesus' love is so sweet, yeah. The more I trust him, the more I love him. There's nothing good for me he'll deny. The longer I know him, the better I can show him. I couldn't stop no even if I tried. The more I trust him, the more I love him. There's nothing good for me he'll deny. The longer I know him, the better I can show him. I couldn't stop no even if I tried. He gets sweeter, sweeter, sweeter as the days go by. He gets sweeter, sweeter, sweeter as the moments fly. This love is richer, deeper, fuller, sweeter. This love is sweeter, sweeter as the days go by. He gets sweeter, sweeter, sweeter as the days go by. He gets sweeter, 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 sweeter as the moments fly. This love is richer, deeper, fuller.
See, everybody sail at new budget supplies. Do-it-yourself professionals and contractors. This is the sale for you. Lumber, steel, dress and form ply, water tanks, pumps, PVC pipes and fittings, toilets, bathtubs, vanities and basins, windows, paint, doors, floor and wall tiles, inset and grout. Up to 20% off selected items. 195 Hagelberg Road. Telephone 923-4560. New budget supplies. Always the best prices.
It's always saving season at Tools, Hardware and Supplies.
New arrivals are here.
With variety and prices you love.
We have the best in porcelain and ceramic tiles,
Windows, doors, and much more.
so what are you waiting for?
When you think of tiles, think Tools. The one stop for all your home finishes.
So come visit us at 279 Spanish Town Road, 4 South Camp Road, 8 Red Hills Road,
Or online at toolsja.com. Tools! The Lion King of Hardware.
This is the land of my birth. I said this is the land of my birth. I said this is Jamaica, my Jamaica, the land of my birth. I will never leave her shores. I will never run away. I will always believe in the black, the green, the gold. I say, our nation great above the trials. We must face the test of time. 'Cause our people they are strong and we are going to get along. So some people say we are poor, but the poor
Great afternoon. Welcome to another weekend, another Friday, and welcome to the world of entertainment and sports. I am your host, Kingsley J.J. McCullough, and I'll be giving you some information on what's happening in the world of sports, football, cricket, you name it, and also entertainment. Yes, we have so much to give you. You know, commentaries about what's happening in the football, especially in England, and lots more. What's happening in the world of track and field, you know that the games are still going on. Yes, even though the season is ending. And of course, a very exciting look at the quarterfinals in the Manning Cup. The groups that have been made and how these groups are looking. So we're going to look into that right away. You know, we are, you know, who are looking good in the Manning Cup, who are the favorites and the best team that is taking shape at this time going into the quarterfinals. We're going to give you the lineups and the date for these Manning Cup matches coming up. Yes, so we're going to get into the meat of the thing. Yes. Okay, the East of Schoolboys Football Manning Cup. It's two groups of interest. In Group 1, you have Stats, Mona High, Kingston College, and St. Catherine High. Of the two, this one look more reasonable. In Group 2, you have Jamaica College, St. George's College, Tivoli Gardens, and Idle High. And this is what you call the God group, the group of death, you know, JC group. And we're going to just learn to see who will be, it's two coming out of each group, and we're going to look at it and see what are the chances of those who are going to make it to the semi-finals out of this group. Okay? Saturday, November 4, you're going to see St. George's College will be going up against Tivoli Garden High, and that match will be taking place at Anthony Sporting Complex at 2:30 p.m. And then the other match starts will be up against St. Catherine. It's a doubleheader at Anthony Sporting Sport Complex at 4:30 p.m. Another match on the day, Mona High will be playing Kingston College, and this will be taking place at the Ashenheim at Jamaica's College. And then you're going to have Jamaica College versus Ida High, same place at the home of Jamaica College. That is going to take place there. For those are the matches that will be on this Saturday. And on Tuesday, it's going to be, at least, just only want to give you the fixtures for the matches that will be on tomorrow. The doubleheader at Ashenheim and a doubleheader at Anthony Spalding Sports Complex. Yes. So this is the match everyone is looking for coming into the quarter finals. Okay. There'll be other fixtures which we will give you momentarily, but those are the lineup for the fixtures coming on this weekend on Saturday. Okay. We're going to just take a minute break and we'll come back with some more information.
We are one in the land of the rising sun. I said this is the land of my birth. I said this is the land of my birth. I said this is Jamaica, my Jamaica, the land of my birth. I said this is the land of my birth. I said this is the land of my birth. I said this is Jamaica, my This is the land of my birth. I said this is the land of my birth. I said this is Jamaica, my Jamaica, the land of my birth. I will never leave her shores. I will never run away.
We're gonna just get straight into the English Premier League fixtures and other fixtures in Europe this weekend, beginning with the English Premier League. At 7:30 a.m., Fulham will be hosting a troubled Manchester United. At 10 a.m., Brentford will be hosting West Ham United. Burnley will be hosting Crystal Palace. Everton will be hosting Brighton. Manchester City will be hosting Bournemouth. Sheffield United will be hosting Wolves, and all those matches will begin at 10 a.m. And at 12:30 a.m., Newcastle United will be hosting Arsenal, which will be the feature match in this 11th round fixture. In the La Liga, at 8 a.m., Osasuna will be hosting Girona, who is making a very good run in the season at this time. At 10:15 a.m., Real Betis will be hosting Mallorca. At 12:30 in the afternoon, Celta Vigo will be hosting Sevilla. At 3 o'clock, Real Sociedad will be hosting Barcelona. In Serie A, Salernitana host Napoli. Atalanta host Inter. AC Milan host Udinese in the Serie A on Saturday. In the Bundesliga, FC Cologne hosts Augsburg. Freiburg hosts Borussia Mönchengladbach. Hoffenheim hosts Bayer Leverkusen. Mainz hosts RB Leipzig. Union Berlin hosts Eintracht Frankfurt. Borussia Dortmund hosts Bayern Munich, and that's a feature match at 12:30. And the other matches before that will be 9:30 in the morning. Ligue 1 France. At 11, Lorient will be hosting Lens. Marseille will be hosting Lille at 3 p.m. Copa Libertadores final. Boca Juniors will be hosting Fluminense. It is a cup final. Okay. Hosting in that match. In the championship of the English in England, Birmingham City will be hosting Ipswich. Bristol City will be hosting Sheffield Wednesday. Huddersfield Town will be hosting Watford. Millwall will be hosting Southampton. Plymouth Argyle will be hosting Middlesbrough. Preston North End will be hosting Coventry City. That's where my friend Mikey Holdings reside. Rotherham United will be hosting Queen's Park Rangers. Stoke City will be hosting Cardiff City. Swansea City will be hosting Sunderland, and West Bromwich Albion will be hosting Hull City. I want to give you the point standing, starting with the championship right here. From 15 match, a goal difference of 21 in the championship. Leicester City on 40 points out front, looking for a quick return back to the Premier League. Playing 13 match, Ipswich Town on 34 points in second place. In third place, Leeds on 26 points. In fourth place, Southampton on 24 points. In fifth place, West Bromwich Albion on 23 points. In sixth place, Cardiff City on 23 points. In seventh place, Hull City on 23 points. Sunderland in 8th place on 22 points. Preston North End in 9th place on 22 points. And rounding off the top 10, Middlesbrough on 20 points with a minus goal average. In the relegation in the championship, Rotherham 9 points from 13 matches. Queen's Park Rangers 8 points from 14 matches, and Sheffield Wednesday on 6 points from 14 matches. That's it for the championship, and it's shaping up to be a one direction with Leicester City, you know, proving strong at this stage, and followed by Ipswich, and you're going to have the playoff spot in this championship on the return back to the Premier League. Okay, that takes care of the championship. League 1 in France, let me give you the point standing on the table. As expected, PSG, Paris Saint-Germain, from 11 games, 24 points. Nice from 10 games, 22 points. Monaco from 10 games, 20 points on the third. Lille, 18 points. Rems 17 points. Brest 15 points. Nantes 14 points. Rennes 12 points. Marseille 12 points, and rounding off the top 10, Lens on 12 points, all from 10 match except Marseille, who plays 9. In the relegation zone, they have Clermont, Foot, and Lyon, who occupies the relegation zone there. Point standing in the Bundesliga. Give us here. Bayer Leverkusen from 9 games, 25 points. Okay, we go through that already. Point standing in the La Liga. From 11 games, Real Madrid 28 points. Girona 28 points also, trailed by an inferior goal difference against Real Madrid. Atletico Madrid 25 points. Barcelona 24 points. Real Sociedad 19 points. Athletic Club 18 points. Rayo Vallecano 17 points. Real Betis 17 points. Las Palmas 17 points, and Valencia rounding off the top 10 on 15 points. In the relegation, you have Celta Vigo on 6 points, Granada on 6 points, and Almira on 3 points. That's for the La Liga. Fixtures. And now the point standing in the EPL. From 10 games, Tottenham Hotspur out front on 26 points. Goal difference 13. Arsenal from 24 points. Manchester City 24 points. Liverpool 23 points in 4th place. Aston Villa 22 points. Newcastle 17 points. Brighton 17 points. Manchester United 15 points. West Ham United 14 points, and rounding off the top 10, Brentford on 13 points. In the relegation is Luton Town on 5 points, Burnley on 4, and Sheffield United at the bottom with 1 point. So both Sheffield United and Sheffield Wednesday are rooted at the bottom, respectively, in the English Premier League and the Championship. How identical that is. Yes, that takes care of the English Premier League. League leaders Tottenham. Let us see how long they can hold on to this lead for, because Tottenham has been so inconsistent over the years, and I've never found themselves in a position like this. What we make it even more interesting, they have lost their talisman Harry Kane to Bayern Munich, and they have Son and a new signing there who is going very well at this time, and let us see if they can really maintain this position of strength. And in so many years I've won a Premier League title. Let us see what's going to happen for Tottenham at this time. We're going to take a look at the fixtures on Sunday. In the Premier League, Luton Town will be hosting Liverpool. That's another 3 points for Liverpool. Okay. Then at 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. Jamaica time, Nottingham Forest will be hosting Aston Villa. Right there. In the La Liga, Deportivo Alves will be hosting Almeria. That is Sunday the 5th of November. Valencia will be hosting Granada. Villarreal will be hosting Athletic Club. Real Madrid will be hosting Rayo Vallecano. In the Serie A, Verona will be hosting Monza. Cagliari will be hosting Genoa. Roma will be hosting Lecce. Fiorentina will be hosting Juventus. In the Bundesliga, Wolfsburg will be hosting Werder Bremen, and FC Heidenheim will be hosting VB Stuttgart. In Ligue 1 France, Sunday the 5th of November, Lyon will be hosting Metz. Nantes will be hosting Reims. Strasbourg will be hosting Clermont-Foot. Toulouse will be hosting Le Havre. Monaco will be hosting Brest. And Nice will be hosting Rennes. And in the Championship of England, Norwich City will be hosting Blackburn Rovers. We go as far as the Netherlands. FC Utrecht will be hosting 20. Nijmegen will be hosting Volendam. PEC Zwolle will be hosting Fortuna Sittard. Ajax, SC Heerenveen, and Sparta Rotterdam will be hosting Almere City. That takes care of that. In the weekend fixtures of the English Premier League. Okay, at this time we're gonna take another break. When we come back, we'll be telling you about the passing of Gully Bop. It's gonna be missed in some quarters. There was a lot about Gully Bop, and because of kidney failure or something, he had passed on. And just want to remember how we used to do his thing, and people love his music. And we're gonna give you something about Gully Bop, when we'll be right back.
Progress you make, my friend, is not always a ritual. I said this is the land of my birth. I said this is the land of my birth. I said this is Jamaica, my Jamaica, the land of my birth. Let us stop for a minute, count our blessings one by one. We should never be disloyal, but stand up and keep strong. My Jamaica is a beautiful island. She is the pearl of the Caribbean Sea. And our people, they are free. No oppression here to see. With the prettiest woman there be. On the hills and the plains and the rivers and the valleys always beckon to me. I say this is the land of my birth. I say this is the land of my birth. I say this is Jamaica, my Jamaica, the land of my birth. Miss Tourist, Miss a Tourist, leave your land and come. Tarry here for a while and have a bathe in the warm, warm sun. We will share a lot with you. Our people, they are true. They will want to be with you. They will love, they will help, they will give. If you wish, my friend, you can live. You will be a happier one in the land of the rising sun. I say this is the land of my birth. I say this is the land of my birth. I say this is Jamaica, my Jamaica, the land of my birth.
Okay. Welcome back to the world of sports and entertainment. And I just wanted us play a little thing here for the late Gully Bop, who made headways in the limelight some years ago with his freestyle, and he was really there and prominent doing his thing, and a lot of challenges, and he was doing his thing, and it's so sad to just know that just taking down sickness and ailing sometime, and eventually this is what happened. He has passed since this week, and we just wanted to do some things to remember Gully Bop.
Run from Bop. All him a go on and a ball and ninja man a run from Bop. Yo, nobody don't see the gargan. Somebody show me ninja man. Me want know where he come from. Ninja man a last year bad man. But you want how I do that? Yo, hey, remember me tell you now. How are them there? Look, how are them there? You don't know where you're going again? Behind the fence, girl, you can't face me. If you are run down, run come see me. Skin out by your nose and balance for me. Come in your belly when me send me, it's like a boom. Every girl want to walk off for me. Every girl come and talk up to me. Yo! Let me tell you this again. Yo! Me find $100. He drop out a ninja man teeth. People, let me tell you this. Oh me, yo, me no R-A-M-P, me no J-O-K-E, we spoke one T-E-S-T, G-A-P man boss him B-E-T, make him run go F-R-E-T, call him mommy and him D-A-D, call him passing him G-A-N-G, come go like him is B-A-D, ninja man get me M-A-D, you want me run for me S-L-U-G, come back and fire some S-H-O-T, like the cover to the K-I-D, hold on. All me call ninja, hear me, but him now come. Every boy make a mistake and come same place that the gargan done. Yo, you see that girl, look how you look hot. Right now, let me tell you what me got. Ninja man a go on like same mat. You just lick him on him lip top. Cause the boy must want this back. Yo! How would you know? What? How would you know? Champion! You're no idiot! That man you're about like cartel! Why is there more? Why is there more? You're no idiot! Leg, every day, why is there more?
Yes. Back at Sting, I'm telling you, man, Gully Bop was all the rage there, man, and him really and truly did make a mark. It's so sad to know that such a talent really and truly, when he need the help. I don't know what had happened in his career. It has been up and down, you don't know, and sorry that the help couldn't help him. Ninja man, me no bad like me. So no boy, they no bad like me. None of them boy no mad like me. Them can't bust tune like me. Can't fuck a baby mother like me. But you can't stab out a belly like me. If you come and get back in the head like me, man. Hold on. Okay. Just so go on, just give it that shot with the late Gully Bop. I hope you get a good turnout. Rest in peace. I don't know. Yes. That's how we look at it. Okay, other thing we want to tell you about is DJ Kreng Kreng, right? And there's a lot where he's concerned, and I want you to listen to this.
Make them know say I have to blaze them out from early out. You see me I say, guys well, don't watch nothing. Don't say what? Hey, turn up on them bad minds and then the ass. Then I want to see Gwen step up and make a buzz. Bad mine, and envious. Then I want to see we make a A+. Enough of them blood mine, and envious. Then I want to see Gwen step up and make a buzz. Blood mine, and envious. Then I want to see we make a A+. So it is a young guy always conscious. We never walk a road and look right and not cuss. To them see we a step up and we them one cuss. But we said the wicked shall be them close first. Look from getting right and getting presumptuous. More them want ride up and greng bus. No more say we no ride and we no unrighteous. In everything the Almighty come first. To the for them burn mine and envious. Then I want to see greng step up and make a buzz. Burn mine and envious. Then I want to see we make a A+. Never them burn mine and envious. Then I want to see greng step up and make a buzz. Burn mine and envious. Then I want to see we make a A+. Let them know.
You know, Natalie Sky Voice Lawrence, you know, you're putting out a lot out there, you know, and really appreciate what you're doing and the work you have been putting out for the artists and doing your promotion. And I just want to encourage you to continue to do the good work, continue to highlight these artists, and you know, Rebel Radio will be helping you and to push the music for your various artists and promotion in everything that you do. You know, Natalie Sky Voice. Yes, there's so much that you are doing, and I want to just say respect.
And envious, and I want to see we make a A+. No for them burn mine, and envious, and I want to see Gwen step up and make a buzz. Burn mine, and envious, and I want to see we make a A+. No for them burn mine, yeah. So no for them burn mine, yeah. Yeah man, me don't see enough for them youth that just bad mind and envious. Them no want to see Gwen move up and step up and make a boss, you know. But I know just make them know, say I have to place them out from early out. You see me I say, Gwen, don't watch nothing. Don't say what? Hey, show them for them bad mind and envious. Then I want to see Gwen step up and make a boss. Bad mind and envious. Then I want to see we make a A+. No for them bad mind and envious. Then I want to see Gwen step up and make a boss. Bad mind and envious. Then I want to see we make a A+. So it is a young guy always conscious. We never walk a road and look right and not cuss. To them see we a step up and we them one.
Yes, man, you don't know. Greng. Going places. You have several shows and stuff coming up, and I know that a lot of events and parties and shows are coming up for during this Christmas season. You know, you can look out for more from Greng and you know his promotion team. So I'm just gonna just take it down from there. Okay. Other thing of note, in the public space they are discussing about the Ballon d'Or that Messi had won, and persons are saying, you know, Erling Haaland has done a lot and should have made the winner of that. Let us look at what they are really saying about, you know, Haaland, you know, not winning this thing here. I'm going to just look into it. It said that some people are saying, I don't understand why in 2023 winning the World Cup suddenly becomes a priority. I remember in 2010 Spain won the World Cup, but Messi won the Ballon d'Or. Well, Leslie Sneijder went from winning a treble that year with Inter Milan to playing the World Cup final against Spain, scoring 5 times, yet Messi won the Ballon d'Or. When asked that year, brainless people said winning the World Cup, a treble or Champions League wasn't a priority. It's hard to understand people because it's all about mafia and biases and all kind of things. They are saying that, you know, Alan, he shouldn't have won that World Cup, you know. So it's something that you can look into. And then on the other hand, in the entertainment segment now, you know, people are still saying that about the Wayne Marshall thing, and people are saying that Vibes Cartel can never be the king of dancehall and all kind of things that they're saying. Okay. Making the top round again is one of the most courageous and greatest performances I've seen by an athlete outside of their realm of expertise. Guys, make no mistake about it. Believe this with 100% of myself. Everything I hold to be true. When this fighter here has beaten Tyson Fury, who was supposed to just make light work of his opponent, and you know, the guy really boxed him, show him that he is the man, you know, and did make a fight of it. Did make a fight of it, yes. There's not much coming out from it, not at all. Let's go back again and get you some more music as we look to wind down.
Your guidance and protection. Take care of my family and my friends them. Me I beg you, Father. Just cover everybody I go over in a New Year, New Year. Me glad me live to see this year. A New Year, New Year.
Still ringing. Okay, there is something coming out of England about this player is really saying things about Marcus Rashford, and you know, and the players that's really happening at Manchester United, and he just believes that some of the players that are at Manchester United are really and truly not living up to expectations. There are so many coaches that have been through them, and still the problem is there, but they are repeatedly firing the coach and the same set of players remain for so many years. And one of the players, two of the players him singled out is Rashford and Harry Maguire. Listen to this.
Is Ten Hag scared of Marcus Rashford? That's a more interesting question. Is Richard Arnold scared of Marcus Rashford? Is Manchester United scared of Marcus Rashford? That's my question. The problem is not whether Marcus Rashford or any Man United player was out on Sunday night. That's not the problem. The problem is they're an embarrassment to the shirt. And that's more hard hitting. Like what they're doing on a night after a match, it doesn't really matter. You know, Eric Ten Hag's job is to deal with that, not mine, not yours. What does matter is that in a Man United shirt, they're an embarrassment. I don't care if they're down Burger King or down the cinema. You know, I don't care if they're, whatever they're doing on the dance floor. Absolutely. If he's busting moves on the dance floor, I'd say, why is he not busting moves at Old Trafford? But that's by the by. I don't really care. It's what they do in a Man United shirt, and I think this is the problem at Manchester United. I was thinking about this morning, and I thought, Marcus Rashford's on 350k a week. He's probably the best paid player in the club.
Okay.
He's paid better than Ten Hag. He'll be paid better than John Murtagh. He'll be paid better than Richard Arnold. He is being paid probably more than the Glazers get as well. He is being paid around 2 million a month. 2 million a month. Over a year, that's over £20 million a year. He is probably the best paid player in that entire club. That's the issue with football. The power we get, and remember, that's his basic wage. What's he getting paid by all the other brands? Marcus Rashford's probably clearing £40 million a year. Not clearing, but, making. This is the problem with football. You've got a guy who I actually think is just not that good. And I like him, but at the moment he's just not that good. And yet he's got all that power at Manchester United. Is Ten Hag scared of Marcus Rashford? That's a more interesting question. Is Richard Arnold scared of Marcus Rashford? Is Manchester United scared of Marcus Rashford? That's my question. I don't care whether he's out clubbing. Apparently Malacia was with him. Marcus Rashford might be a right nice guy. He might be a right big knobhead. I don't know, and I don't really care. What I care is about what he's doing on the football pitch, and that's my problem with it. So ultimately, look, I think we go looking for reasons to dislike players in their personal life, and we should never personalise it. The point is, we deal with what we've got. If Marcus Rashford does an interview and comes across as a knobhead, then you've got a reason to think he's a knobhead. But ultimately, he's done a lot of good work off the pitch. Applause, well done. Mm-hmm. But on the pitch, he's a footballer for Manchester United, and he's not delivering. And he needs to kick up the arse. He needs to kick up the arse. And Ten Hag won't do it, and the club won't do it.
I want to tend to agree with this gentleman here now, because may I tell you the truth, he has been there with Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho. So many strikers and so many players have come to the club. You have the striker from formerly of the Dutch team. I don't remember what his name, but they call him the Flying Dutchman. Then you came Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Then you have coming with him was Romelu Lukaku. And these are good players that were around Rashford, and he played with them. And I know that Zlatan himself was trying to, help Rashford with his game. Even that Zlatan was just the senior man right there before he left Manchester United. And Rashford rub off on so many of these players who come to Man United and for a season, 4 or 5 years now. And Rashford is not improved. Earlier in the year, it's like if he's a new coach and so him give a little farm right there, and then he starts score 1 and 2 goals, and guess what? A couple of months after, nothing. This man here just give a good time, and because he's already, the English team really have him there, and that is the next thing that is being a factor of him being at Manchester United, because he plays for England. And On the other hand, I'm not even blaming the other player, Harry Maguire, you know, because yes, the coach had benched him and he was there. He was to have get a deal to go to West Ham. It didn't work out because of some salary misarrangement and thing. But at the same time, Maguire wasn't getting in the game, and he wait so patiently that him fight back for his game, and he's there. He's not doing so bad. But when you look at up front, Manchester United is struggling for goal, and I couldn't tell when last Rashford can say, well, yes, in putting a double or something. He's missing in action, and I want to the support. That's what this guy is saying, being paid. And yes, he have done some off-the-field things that in charity and all that. That's not going to contribute nothing to what he's doing at Manchester United. This guy needs to get back on top and score goals, or the club for sell him. Why all the time when these things happen is the coach them blame, and when you look, the coach gone and we're playing the same nucleus of players them again. No. Some of these players need to go from Manchester United. They are a liability. Some look a simple team in the mid-table and you name it. Manchester United cannot be competitive against the bigger team just like them. Them just flatter to deceive and lay down like a young girl. And, you know, and everybody can come take this advantage of Manchester United. They cannot, it's like them start a game. And one of the things we can say, well, yes, you have the officials really make it worse on them. If now play good and the official is really officiating against Manchester United for what reason, I don't know. They are presently in third place in the Champions League, and I'm putting my money on the neck right there. It's hard for them to make out to the group, to make it to the round of 16 in the Champions League, despite being third at this time, behind Bayern Munich and Galatasaray. Let us see, but I doubt if they are going to make it. They're going to head back to Europa again. Yes, so I kind of share my view with this guy here who really is saying things about Rashford.
So maybe the fans should do it. You know, maybe the booing at the weekend. And look, we have a huge fan base, and people try to divide that fan base. But I take my lead on player opinion from Old Trafford, and it's very, very clear that when Højlund gets subbed and Rashford stays on, the boos are aimed at Ten Hag for not taking Rashford off. And when Rashford gets taken off, the cheers are because Rashford's going off. This love relationship that Rashford has with Manchester United is a myth. It's a myth. You look at Old Trafford, those fans are running out of patience with him. He doesn't have this adored, relationship that certain players in the past have got, because he's not earned it yet. But Man United have delivered it in a massive paycheck, and Manchester United put Marcus Rashford out there like he's Ryan Giggs, like he's Paul Scholes, like he's Cristiano Ronaldo. Marcus Rashford doesn't have that relationship with Manchester United. The media think he does, and maybe he thinks he does, but he doesn't. And he can, and he has been loved in the past. But at the moment, I think most Man United fans are frustrated with him, disillusioned with him, and don't understand him. And he needs that kick up the arse. We said it when he was going to go to PSG. He needed to take a long, hard look in the mirror. And that summer, he looked in the mirror. He needs to look back in the mirror again. Because at the moment, everything about him is off.
Totally agree.
So, Watson, do you care when it's Scarborough market again?
Is Ten Hag scared of Marcus Rashford? That's a more interesting question. Why are these players being given more chances than Rangnick, Solskjaer and Ten Hag have ever had, and they're still here for another manager? Our whole football club ethos is wrong, and the fan base aren't even realising it. There are big problems at United. We know about the Glazers. Some people get bored about that. We know about the structure. We know about the director of football. But why are we bringing a manager in to get the best out of these players? Is that not the logic that is wrong at the football club? For example, you'll see Harry Maguire and Anthony Martial on the thumbnail today, and it says get rid. that's not aimed at just those two players. It's aimed at a lot of players. Unfortunately, Maguire and Martial sort of represent that group of players. They've been here for years. They've seen 3 managers sacked. They're not good enough. They're still playing for the first team. We're still trying to get the best out of players that have had loads and loads and loads of chances. Here's an idea. Instead of getting rid of a manager that's only been here for 12 months, like we did with Rangnick, like we did with Oli for 3 years, like we did with Mourinho for 3 years, why are we getting rid of the manager every time? It's the same cycle all the time. Why are we not getting rid of Anthony Martial, Harry Maguire, Scott McTominay, Marcus Rashford? Why are these players being given more chances than Rangnick, Solskjaer and Ten Hag have ever had, and they're still here for another manager? Our whole football club ethos is wrong, and the fan base aren't even realising it. We're replacing people and keeping the people that are consistently not good enough. Why would you keep Martial and Maguire for another manager when they failed under Mourinho? Not in Maguire's case, to be fair, but Mourinho, certainly Oli, Rangnick, and now Ten Hag. We have to get rid of these players. It's not about getting rid of the manager, because the new manager comes in and gets let down by the same players. It's staring us in the face. It's so logical what needs to happen. We need to clear out the players that have had more chances than any manager's ever had. The problem is we keep using the same players and just getting the same results. And JB says we need a manager that can get the best out of these players. Nobody's going to get the best out of these players. Maguire and Martial are getting it this morning, but they're not by any means the worst. They just represent 2 players that have been here too long, that have had loads of chances, and we're looking to sack another manager. So another manager comes in, and we'll look at the options for that. I'm not going to not look at them. He comes in, and then these players play well for a little bit, and then they down tools again, and then the manager gets sacked. The most logical answer here, in the short term, is to remove these players from the football club. And that's easier said than done, because
the thing is, the players at Manchester United, they are being recycled. They don't. Over the years, they have all these managers from Louis van Gaal, Mourinho, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and yes, and all what they do now is the same result. You're not getting anything out of these players, the Rashford, the Martial, the Maguire, and it's keep going on and on, and even now with Eric Ten Hag, the players are really and truly not giving them all for Man U, and I'm just really putting this out to say that I am really supporting this guy on what he's saying about Rashford and the other first team players at Manchester United. They're not doing anything, and the club is going down, and they're not paying. And as I said, these guys are well paid. When you look at how they are playing on the field and they are running up and down, they are not fit, they are lazy, that they are not putting in the work. And no one knows what's the problem. Some are saying it's the owners. Some are saying is the discipline that has broken down again. But these things keep on repeating itself at Manchester United, and trust me, it's time now to act. I don't want them use this coach to Eric Ten as a scapegoat, even though he is really way over his head. He have never coached in the Premier League. We don't know how good he was at Ajax, but they have taken the chance to let him come at Old Trafford now. And I would rather see some of these players go, because they're not delivering for Manchester United, especially Marcus Rashford, It will give you a little farm, and then all of a sudden nothing, it just dries up. And because of his presence on the England team or something, even what they bench Harry Maguire for so long, and at the same time now Harry Maguire came back and he's relatively playing back himself in the first team, Still not going to stop criticizing, but he's playing a little bit better. But Marcus Rashford, come on now. It's time now this guy do something, and this is what this guy has to say.
I go to the summer Anthony Martial was a player that Ten Hag wanted to get rid of. He's still playing games for Man United. Harry Maguire was a player that Ten Hag wanted to get rid of. I mean, he wouldn't even give him the captaincy last night when Casemiro went off. Lindelof got the captaincy. Ten Hag doesn't want Maguire here. Maguire's here because the club wouldn't give him £5 million. West Ham offered the money, £30 million. Ten Hag said yes. Maguire started negotiating. He said, I want a £5 million payoff because I earn 200 grand a week here and they're only going to give me 100. United said no. United still have Harry Maguire playing. Harry Maguire, to me, should be Todibo. Like, that deal would have happened if we had sold Maguire to West Ham. Is that Maguire's fault? Maybe, maybe not. Is it Ten Hag's fault? No. Is it the club's fault? Yes. How do we progress as a football club when we're missing Varane and Martinez and the centre-back that Ten Hag wants is still playing in fucking France and we're still stuck with Harry Maguire? This is the problem at Manchester United. People want to change the manager, but they don't look at why they want to change the manager. They want to change the manager because we're not performing on the pitch, but he is using players that he doesn't want to be here because the club won't remove them. We have to remove these players.
Totally agree. You have to remove some of these players, I'm telling you, from Manchester United. They really don't deserve to be there. Trust me, them don't. You see. It's approaching the top of the hour. We're gonna get to some music and that'll be.
Well, I'm Mikey Crucial, and when I'm listening, cruising, grooving, I listen to Rebel Radio with Kingsley JJ. Rebel Radio with Kingsley JJ, playing all the way, yeah. When I find myself in times of trouble, Rebel Radio is there for me, playing sweet selection with Kingsley JJ. Mikey Crucial said that.
This one is going to take you to the top of the hour as it just give you something love room, taking you up to 5 p.m. Jamaica time.
Let me in your love room. I'm not a heartbreaker. I'm just a love maker. Hey, in this world full of love, no more hatred, no more grudge. Love is growing everywhere. For each other we must care and share. Love is a brighter light that shine my day. But if I win you with my love, and you for me to kiss and hug, alright now, let me in your love room. And if I never knew about your love, I'll learn something soon. Let me in your love room. Say I'm not a heartbreaker, I'm just a love maker. Girl, I give it a whole lot of reason, months and weeks of these things I give.
Blessings, my brother.
Yo.
Natty King.
Greetings.
Yes, Kingsley, Rebel Radio. I just look at the time signal, it's soon 5 p.m. So here what me I got to know, going on some break, and then we're gonna call you back after 5 p.m. Natty King. That is on Rebel Radio.
Everybody sail at Huge Budget Supplies. Do-it-yourself professionals and contractors. This is the sale for you. Lumber, steel, dress and form ply, water tanks, pumps, PVC pipes and fittings, toilets, bathtubs, vanities and basins, windows, paint, doors, floor and wall tiles, thin set and grout. Up to 20% off selected items. 195 Hagelberg Road. Telephone 923-4560. New Budget Supplies. Always the best prices.
It's always saving season at Tools Hardware and Supplies. New arrivals are here with variety and prices you love.
We have the best in porcelain and ceramic tiles,
windows, doors, and much more.
So what are you waiting for?
When you think of tiles, think Tools. The one stop for all your home finishes.
So come visit us at 279 Spanish Town Road, 4 South Camp Road, 8 Red Hills Road,
or online at toolsja.com. Tools, the Lion King of Hardware.
I will always believe.
Welcome back to the world of sports and entertainment. I have here with me online Ansel, Crown Production, person who manages some of the Jamaican artists like T.Y. Cobain, One Sugar Dan. Production-wise, and just want to always be in touch with Ansel in the diaspora in the USA, and he can tell us what's really and truly happening and what is to come and how are his charges. And we just want to say, welcome, Ansel. What's going on?
Yes, man. Yeah. It's a pleasure. Be on your program.
Okay, I'm hearing.
Yeah, man. It's a joyful moment.
Okay. Yes, the last time we had a conversation in regards to, what are your latest plan now, returning back to Jamaica and, production-wise, and what's happening with your charges now? How is everything shaping up to be?
Well, actually, no, I'm still putting in some serious work, actually. We just finished up, another song, with One Sugar Dan. The song literally talk about, as I said it, talk about, the actual love, for we as Jamaicans need to have for each other, because that makes such a big difference.
Okay.
Because if you love something, you're going to cherish it. You're going to wish the best for it. And that's what the song actually impacts, nothing but love.
Okay. I would love to hear her on that, because I know she's a very poetic person and know how to construct something and make it, meaningful and understandable. That's how our lyrical content is effective, Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt. Yeah, it's a sweet, lovely song. We just getting the artwork together.
Okay.
We did an artwork, but I didn't like that artwork. So we're redoing the artwork and getting ready. As a matter of fact, I want to make sure that you are like the first person to world premiere that song.
Ah, exclusively on Rebel Radio. Okay.
Yep, absolutely. Rebel Radio would be the first radio station to ever play that song.
What's the timeline I'm looking at?
Well, I would say I guarantee you by next week. You know what I'm saying? It could be up and running.
Oh, sounds good. You ever think about like a Christmas carol reggae style or something?
To be frank though, that is something I actually think about.
Okay.
Based on, the season. So, Christmas song to me, I love Christmas carols. I'm one of those dudes. Christmas carols, nice. So I'm not gonna, like I said, leave that out. Say I wouldn't produce a Christmas carol. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. So but it's all good.
What is really happening now? The plannings are taking place for some events in this month through to December. Not totally confirmed up yet. I'm presently working on that, and so these are some of the things I plan to have her on, but it's not totally confirmed up as yet. Yeah, that's where it is now. Okay. So it's early stages, and we're looking forward to get it out. You have any person who will be still interested to, like artists in Jamaica who would like to be on, we call it the Cloud 10 with him?
Actually, though, Cloud 10, to be frank, I get a lot of response from artists that really want to be on it, because it's one of those rhythms that everybody literally like that rhythm.
Yeah, it's
you know what I mean?
Very, very easy to work with.
Yeah, man, it's a very love rhythm.
All right.
So, stuff like that I'm not gonna rule out. We have a lot of work, You know what I mean? We have a lot of songs. I have some, as a matter of fact, I also have another rhythm with artists like Egyptian, artists like established artists.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So.
Okay.
Well,
let us wait and see. As we're still looking out for you to make a return back here. I don't know, might be in January or so, based on work you're gonna really put into, help the artists and get their production out there. I'm looking forward to that same way.
Yeah, man, definitely. I'll definitely be there putting in some serious work because I have so many things I'm doing at this point. My thing is I like to contribute back to where I'm actually from. You know what I mean? So I can proudly say that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's not what your country can do for you, it's what you could do for your country. So that is just why. Yeah.
All right. What's happening in your circle where you are? Any event? What's happening?
Actually, not right now.
Okay.
Miami scene is always a party scene.
Yeah.
Stuff always be going on. To be frank, the stuff always be going on in Miami and Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
Everybody come to Miami and Fort Lauderdale to literally party, especially when you have any type of public holiday.
Wow. What is coming up? Thanksgiving or again?
Yeah, but we have Thanksgiving coming up. Yeah.
All right. I have my brothers who are, in the Orlando here. I want to just take time out to big up Andrew, my brother, Richard, his family, tennis, and Rebel Radio is just reaching out for those in the New York, Miami area, as well as Don Stevenson, all my family. So I was saying, thanks extended to them from Rebel Radio, and I want to extend it to you as well, and to your family, and to keep it locked and to keep on looking up Rebel Radio. We will always be there. We'll be working together and putting productions, the music there. Even sometimes in sports, even though it's at a low key, and most people are already discussing that fight with what's name? Tyson Fury and the African there, where the African put up a good show, and Fury did underestimate him, stuff like that. We will always look at, and we'll continue to look at those things to bring across both sports and entertainment. Okay. Okay, it's on hold right there. So let us just move on and continue to give what we can give in the world of sports and entertainment on Rebel Radio. Hello?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
All right. So is there any last thing you want to say or want to share before, we're going to take a short break from now?
No, absolutely, man. I have so much to say, what I mean? First and foremost, I just want to big you up, just for having me on your program. As I said, everybody know Answer from Crown Production, been around for a while. Produce some of the biggest artists. We have, a little superstar, upcoming superstar to be precise. Her name is One Sugar Dan. We just dropped the Cloud 10 rhythm, with some pretty good artists. She's on it. One Sugar Dan is on it. We have a little artist from out of Miami, Fort Lauderdale to be exact. His name is Touch Money. Very, very talented guy. You know what I mean? And these are some young
Line that up for me. Yeah. Line up to me on, so line it up, yes.
Yeah, but we definitely line
anyway, the talent is...
Make it money. You don't have to say the word. Just say the word. But touch money bad.
Okay.
My song right now, I look like it'll go viral all over social media. The song with him, you know me, I say, we're up on the cloud 10.
What's his name? Touch Money?
Yeah, man, his name is Touch Money.
Sounds lucrative. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right, one of the things I want you to look into with the upcoming young artists and thing, it's a collaboration is a good thing to go, but it's to find that established artists along with the young prodigy to do this collaboration.
Yeah. Yeah, man, yeah, say, it's upon the rhythm, to be honest with you, I have a superstar upon the rhythm, He's like one of the biggest dancehall artists, but the ego thing I get to him because him named Barrett Messiah. Barrett Messiah was like the first person to ever vice by the rhythm, but he never complete the song.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I was planning to collab with another artist with his song. I wanted to do like a verse. You know what I mean? And the chorus. So I'm just sorry, I just collab with the next artist. I'm here contemplating, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Where to go with this song. What he did. I know it's the biggest thing in the whole 9 yards, but
it's just something you can look into for the future, because a lot of guys out there, especially Europe, in Africa, they have their thing, but they must want someone major to really put out something, and the same thing you can do for T.Y. Cobain and one Sugar Don.
Oh, absolutely, no doubt.
Okay, all right. Just good to have you, and looking forward to do some more work together and continue the work in the name of music. So respect and thanks.
Yeah, man. Give thanks for that. Thank you for, as I said before, thank you for having me on your program.
It's a pleasure.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, man.
All
Respect.
Right. Respect, good. Back some music again. Again, I want to feature two of those who are on the Cloud 10 rhythm, T.Y. Cobain After Party and One Sugar Don. On the Cloud 10 rhythm.
Bloody. Air Force White I say just touch nice no. So she a go call up a man and make him know so she can't reach home. Oh, so that girl pussy say she a go touch 3 more. It's an after party, smoke and drink because me feel nice with man, I go link up shorty. Girl get drunk off a Campari, just a enjoy life, now meds no party. Couple female want love the artist, here one shout out, go we shell the party, yo. Feel free, it's an after party, hey. Yo dog, it's an after party. Fun there, be a fun there. If you feel scared, be your friend them there. Drink till your frost start, be a rum there. She a run this up my friend, now again no pressure. Grab a girl, come on a ask sweet Jenna, but me know say I'm gone with Dizzy and Tessa, me say easy.
One of the many talents from the Crown production, T.Y. Cobain. Yes. After party.
Baby just forward with a restock and a one grey goose, make she don't eat that. About 3 girl, me see lock down Dexter. Girl a wine pan bigs, but him too extra. She just take a snap, so me know she get knocked. Girl a get well nice and summer take shot. Hey, see a girl drink off an estate, say she been through something she want to escape. Millie draw down, say beat come in there, and me know say me nah see him till the next day. Crowd get mad when criminal play. Everybody show up more, can I touch my doorway. She finally can make we see how she stay, cause no one here don't care. It's an after party, smoke and drink because me feel nice with man, I go link up shorty. She a get drunk off a Campari, just a enjoy life, now meds no party. Couple girl well want touch the heart, you see a one shot out, come we shell the party, yo. Feel free, it's an after party, eh. Yo dog, it's an after party. Your full sweat like say just touching ice no. So she a go call up a man and make him know so she can't reach home. Oh, so the girl bossy say she a go touch 3 more. Yeah, dad, it's an after party. Smoke and drink because me feel nice with man, I go link up shorty.
What's up now?
Another Crown production, One Sugar Down.
It doesn't matter when I wear. I wanna free my mind right now. I need to party. You can obey my vibe right now. I'm feeling happy because I rock and I move to the floor. Split up that split me there in my zone. Hey, let's spin and I grade I roll. I hope when me reach ground, give me the way that you on the party away from my problems. Me and the man them want spend couple grand. Yeah, them hurt me too much, so we move away from them. I'm free in my mind. I don't want no problem. My is too red, so we cannot stand them. The vibes is right, so we know it I'm at them. We to my brain, me don't know when me go land when. This is my anthem. Yeah, I wanna free my mind right now. I need to party. You can obey my vibe right now. I'm feeling happy because I rock and I move to the floor. Split up that split me there in my zone. Hey, let's spin and I grade a roll. I hope. What's up now?
Pull up again.
You know we gon' party all day.
Yes.
It doesn't matter when I wear. I wanna free my mind right now. I need to party. You can obey my vibe right now. I'm feeling happy because I rock and I move to the floor. Split up that split me there in my zone. Hey, let's spin and I grade a roll. I hope when me reach ground, give me the way that you on the party away from my problems. Me and the man them want spend couple grand. Yeah, them hurt me too much, so we move away from them. I'm free in my mind. I don't want no problem. My is too red, so we cannot stand them. The vibes is right, so we know it I'm at them. We to my brain, me don't know when me go land when. This is my anthem. Yeah, I wanna free my mind right now. I need to party. You can obey my vibe right now. I'm feeling happy because I rock and I move to the floor. Split up that split me there in my zone. Hey, let's spin and I grade a roll. I hope when me reach ground, give me the way that any wrong. We go party all night, every week, every day. 3, 4, 5, catch the foot play. So I hear no talking, come out of me place. The vibes right now, watch you smile for me face. Blood stain, I be magnum strap on the waist. Free up yourself now, now stand up and brace and chase and chase and brace and chase and chase and chase. Free my mind right now, I need to party. You can obey my vibe right now, I'm feeling happy because I rock and I move to the floor. Split up that split me there in my zone. Hey, let's spin and I grade a roll. I hope when me reach ground, give me the way that any party away from my problems. Me and the man them want spend couple grand. Yeah, them hurt me too much, so we move away from them. I'm free in my mind. I don't want no problem. My is too red, so we cannot stand them. The vibes is right, so we know it I'm at them. We to my brain, me don't know when you go land when. This is my anthem. Yeah, I wanna free my mind right now. I need to party. You can obey my vibe right now. I'm feeling happy because I rock and I move to the floor. Split up that split me there in my zone. Hey, let's spin and I grade a roll. I hope when me reach ground, give me the way that any rum.
One Sugar Down again. In a zone.
Yo, Dolphy music. Holy a fight me get. Me see the enemy I try to stop my breath. Me not stop, nah rest. Me know some bless. Victory is a must. I fi pass my quest. Me stay focused, daddy never show love. My eyes open but my heart frozen. Marco never cool up. Young dreams the bogus. Reach it chorus. Me tell you what's up. They ain't Amazonia. They ain't Amazonia. Don't call my phone. Leave me alone now. Leave me alone. But they ain't Amazonia. But they ain't Amazonia. Don't call my phone. Don't call my phone. Leave me alone now. Leave me alone.
Just want to know that, yes, man, we're really working on doing things in the background, you know. When you look at the young talent, One Sugar Dan, you know, potentially you're looking at someone who can do things, you know, with her style of music, and you know, she's very talented and looking to go places with her songs and the production that I'm having for her. Yeah, I can just say it from now. It is what? To the 4th of November 2023, One Sugar is going to be a name everybody will be talking about worldwide. That's how creative and talented this young girl is. Presently at school at the university and doing her thing, and you know, so I can look out for more from her in Jamaica before she to take off. I can tell her from now. And I'm so proud to know that Rebel Radio have something to do with her now and what she's doing, you know. This time now approaching the end of the program, World of Entertainment and Sports. I just want to use this last opportunity and again big up my friends them in Philippines, in Africa, Michael, as well as in Nigeria, especially all my friends there, and in Kenya, Mary, everyone. And yes, Philippines, First Vita Plus family, Lady Hallion, Merlita Padrones, you know. With the product First Vita Plus, we're looking forward to getting that out there again with, you know, all different brands from First Vita Plus, and looking forward to having it and more here in Jamaica, and anything that is really happening there in Philippines, whether with a raffle, in any event at all that is coming up. Lady Hallion, I know that you're doing a job and you're working very hard, and I know it's gonna pay off. The success is gonna pay off, and just want to big up on Rebel Radio here in Jamaica and the elite team, the champion elite team. I want to say big up and thanks to all of you, and you know, giving you the greetings on Rebel Radio. My upline, Merlita, I know that you're a very hard worker, and yes, it will pay off, and the time will come to show that First Vita Plus is here. I just want to say thanks at this time, you know, coming to the end on my program, World of Sports and Entertainment, and we want to just look forward to doing this again, you know, on Monday and on a Friday, and looking forward to the events and that is to come and more in the world of entertainment and sport. I am Kingsley JJ McCullough, looking forward to hand over it for another program at this time, you know, and there it is. Thank you very much. Bye until the next time.
And our people, they are free, no oppression yet.
Welcome back to Rebel Radio, and it's time for that big event on a Friday. We're talking about racing business, big people business, and I'm going to hand you over now to Dr. Paul Wright. Yes, trainer Will Suter is on holiday this week. Dr. Wright, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Desmond. Good to be back on the program on Rebel Radio. And we are bringing you a preview of racing at Kimono Spa. We were to have a weekend of racing, not enough entries on Sunday, so we only have 10 races for you for the weekend. These 10 races begin tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Make a note of that. And the feature race is the 10th of 10, and that is the Charles Horses Trophy. All not allowance horses going 6 furlongs or 1,200 meters. 14 horses are declared, and we'll be looking at that. Red Shooter is unavailable today, but here is the good news. He has left his selections. And so we will go through my selections, his selections, and let you make your own selections. Remember, the key to winning is your selection, my selection, Red Shooter's selection, and then we all agree it's a banker for your exotic bets. So let's get the show on the road. 7 furlongs, 1,400 meters is the first race. We're still on our 3. We need to bet 4-year-olds, and there must be non-winners of 4. The imported one is non-winners of 3. We have 9 horses declared in the first race. The regular 6 starts here with a backpot of $1 million waiting for you. And remember, the regular 6, you have to find the winner of the first 6 races on the program. The first race with 9 winners has only double exacta, quinella, trifecta, and superfecta. No high five, but please remember that lucrative rolling triple. So let's get the show on the road. My top 4 in race number 1. Let's start with number 2. Fly, Messenger Fly. Ramon appear in this title there for Jason Acosta. I think Jason wants to make a note of his apprentice claim, and that is why he rode it nicely last time, beaten by 3.5 lengths by Sunday and Chippy, but he comes back here over 7 furlongs and should be a little closer. So put that one in your exotic. Number 5, Gilbert. Let's the Pigot or Marines for Philippiani. This one knocking at the door. Number 6, She's My Friend with Jerome Innes and Jason Acosta. Good to see Jason giving more and more jockeys a chance to ride some of his better horses. And number 8, Graceful Maid. Radish Roman, the man who wins on the big ones. He rides this one for Al Brown, who changed this for cheap. That's beaten by young Roman, by Prince Sanjay back on the 8th of October, going 6 furlongs. Will he be able to be caught this time over 7 furlongs? 2, 5, 6, and 8. Who do I appreciate? My first selection is Gilbert. This one tuned to the minute. Walked out the box the last 2 times, and over 8 furlongs and 7.5 furlongs. Lester Pigot gets back in the saddle now. He was out for a while, but he can get this horse to jump. And once he jumps with the field, I'm selected number 5, Gilbert, to get the better of She's My Friend and Graceful Maid. In the first race, my first selection is number 5, Gilbert, in front of She's My Friend and Graceful Maid. Red Shooter agrees with me. He thinks Gilbert will be the winner. The only danger he sees is number 8, Graceful Maid. The second race in the program is over 1 mile and 1,600 meters. Optional claiming here, 450 to 550,000. Only 5 horses declared here, and the catch 9 starts here, where you find the winners of the next 9 races. Double exacta trifecta, only 5 horses. Here are my top 3 in race number 2. Number 1, He Can Dance. Hard on. Robert Halliday riding this one for Oral Hayden. I had this one as a selection back on the 29th of October with young Barrett in the saddle. Halliday will be a little stronger, and he rides this one for Oral Hayden. Number 2, Simba the Lion, a very disappointing one. Ren Lewis is in the saddle this time for Wacky Lynch. And number 5, Rohan Kabir, Radish Roman teaming up for Omar Williams in this one. Omar has only saddled 7 horses since he got his license. He has had 1 winner, and I think this will be number 2. bought for 550,000 from Oral Hayden, comes back here with Gladys Roman, again in the saddle, and picked in Rohan Kabir to get the better of Simba the Lion, and he can dance. The second race, well, Suter, he says he can dance. He now believes in hardball Halidim, his power to drive home this one over the favorite Rohan Kabir. My selection, Rohan Kabir, well, Suter, he goes with he can dance. The third race is also a shortened race, only 6 runners. They go 5 furlongs round or 1,000 meters round. Restricted allowance 4 for making it 5 years and up. There must be non-winners of 3. The pick 4 starts here, where they have the quick pick, where they tell you which 4 to bet, and this is also a bet that can prove to be very lucrative. Here are my top 3 in race number 3. Number 1, Absolute Blue, Radesh Roman. He's getting a lot of rights. Number 2, Magic Bullet. I think that one is might be a late non-starter, so I'm leaving out that one. Number 4, Stick It On, and number 5, Blue Seas. 1, 4, and 5. Those are my selections. I believe that the race is between Absolute Blue and Stick It On. Stick It On with win by Philip Parchment. He knows how to get the job done. Riding here for Courtney Williams, looking through number 7, and Rada Showman and Carl Anderson teaming up for this one. Carl Anderson always does well when Rada Showman rides for him. So in the third race, I'm going with Absolute Blue to get the better of Stick It On. When Suter believes Stick It On with Philip Parchment will get the better of Absolute Blue. Those are his 2 selections. I'm going with Absolute Blue. When Suter goes with number 4, Stick It On. The third race on the program is over 7 furlongs of 1,400 meters. 7 horses declared here. We're getting more and more starters. 250 to 250,000 claimers. When 7 furlongs, only 7 going to the post, and we're still left with double exacta and trifecta. Still a rolling triple, but unfortunately, we don't have any superfecta or high 5. So here are my top 3 in race number 4. Number 1, XY Soul, Shane Nugent and Gary Griffiths. Just beaten the last time by Kaya. To make a note of that, just beat the one in the 4th race. Number 3, Thunder Strike, Benita Harvey for Oral Hayden. And number 7, Master of All, Kevin Foster, riding this one for Donovan Russell. So my top 3 in the 4th race, 1, 3, and 7, I believe that Thunder Strike with the Master, Benita Harvey, in the saddle, give Oral Hayden another winner to get better of Master of All, trained by Donovan Russell. So for me, it is Thunder Strike and Master of All. Well, Suter, he's different. He goes with Master of All with Kevin Foster, teaming up with Donovan Russell to get the better of Thunder Strike. But we're agreed on both. I'm going to Thunder Strike. Well, Suter goes with number 7, Master of All. Race number 5 is over 7.5 furlongs, 1,500 meters. Only 7 again. And the Twilight 6 starts here. This race is for 4-year-olds and up, non-winners of 3. And of the 7 starters, double exacta trifecta by top 3 in race number 5. Number 1, Justin Biden. Red Lewis teaming up with this one. He ran an excellent race the last time behind Neil Star at a very good price. And was just beaten when he's back on this one. We'll look for Justin Biden to run a good race tomorrow. Real boss, Reddish Roman and Spencer Chung. Can Reddish Roman ride every winner on the card? He has a chance. Look out for his rounds tomorrow at Kimana Spa. Justin Biden, Real Boss, and number 6, Traditional Lady. Dagaman. Good to see Dagaman back in the saddle. He was away, but he is an 99-to-1 horses. So keep Dagaman on a good side. He rides this one for Wackerledge. 1, 2, and 7. My top ones in race number 5. The top one in race number 5. And then with Real Boss to get the better of 6, Traditional Lady. To get the Traditional Lady. Well, that is the selection. And voila! Agrees that Real Boss will get the better of Traditional Lady, and that may be a backup on your exotic bets. Moving along quite quickly to race number 6. And folks, this is the year race that usually brings home an excellent exacta. And once the 9 horses declared, all the betting opportunities are available. Double, exacta, quinella, trifecta, superfecta, high-five, rolling triple, and the big 5. Races 6 to 10, where you find the winner of these races. Here are my top 4 horses in race number 6, the Outsider's Dream. Let's get into it very quickly. Number 2, Wow How. Evan Foster riding for Anthony Nunes. Should be the favorite. Knocking at the door. Barely losing on the last 2 occasions. Let's see what he'll do tomorrow over 6.5 furlongs. Number 3, All for Love. Big Dawkins for Gary Sabrati. Being on 7 to 7. He's losing his touch, but the other jockeys are getting closer. Let's see how he can get home this one for Gary Sabrati. Wow How and All for Love. Look now on number 6. As we turn the page very quickly there in race number 6. And number 6 there is the Bees Knees. Edwards, which has keeping up with this one. Bees Knees has been very, very disappointing. Very disappointing, but won with young Roman the last time. Now, for some reason, can't explain, a jockey who has not won a race gets an opportunity. Could be that Richard Azan is giving Nadine Edwards a chance to be in the winner's enclosure. And number 6, the Bees Knees. And number 7, Fly Blue Jet. Ren Lewis and Philip Fiani teaming up for this one. The maestro, Philip Fiani. 2, 3, 6, and 7 are my selections. And I'm going to number 2. In race number 6, that is Wow How to get the better of number 3. And that's All for Love. 2 and 3 for me. Now, in this one, race number 6, this is where Well Suitor specializes in outsiders. Here is top 2 in race number 6. Number 4, Bruce Bossy. Omar Walker sticking with this one for Percival Hussey. Something went wrong the last time with this one, and beaten badly when written by Walker for Percival Hussey. Percy has put the tongue tie on, and Walker is back in the saddle. Well Suitor thinks he has a very good chance, and Well Suitor's bet of the day. Here is his bet of the day in race number 6, number 8, Paw of Her Highness, Hardball Robert Hallidine in Jamaica for the winter, riding for Oral Hayden and trains for Busy Racing Stable. Oral has some good horses, so look for that. His bet of the day is number 8, Paw of Her Highness, and his chair is Danger, number 4, Bossy. My selection is number 2 in race number 6, and that is Wow How from All for Love. In the 7th race, this is now for the maidens. A maiden condition race native at 3 years, 5.5 furlongs and 1100 meters. Only 7 starters here, and double exacta Quinella. The second of the strike 4 races is here. Races 7, 8, 9, and 10 to find those winners. Here are my top 3 in race number 7. Number 2, Crucial Alexa. That man again, Red Roman. This time for Carl Anderson. This is always an awesome combination. Number 3, Hedgecraft, Chadwick Budai, and Welsh Suitor. Now, Welsh is the trainer of this one, and he believes that this one will run a very good race. So look out for that one. And number 4, and that is Lady Abdullahi, Kevin Foster, and Jadai. This is one talking at the track very much, Lady Abdullahi. So my top 3 in race number 7, 2, 3, and 4. And with the number 4, Lady Abdullahi, to get the better of number 3, Hedgecraft. In this one, Well Suitor, he believes that this one is a liquid soup. He has selected Hedgecraft, with Chadwick Budai to bring home this one for Well Suitor and giving him his first victory in 2023. The only danger he sees is number 6, and that is Captain Philip, with Shane Nugent and Gary Griffiths teaming up for this one at a very big price. To look at that. I'm going to number 4 and 2, when Suitor selected number 3, Hedgecraft, his selection, at number 6, Captain Philip. Race number 8, is over 6.5 furlongs or 1,300 meters. Restricted allowance 2 for maiden by 3-year-olds, non-winners of 2 imported maidens at start. Now let's go quickly and see how many horses are in this one. That's the 9 horses in race number 8. So, let us give you the top ones because all the betting opportunities are back and the extra incentive for that last triple races 8, 9, and 10. So here are my top 4 in race number 8. Number 1, Maggie's Tricks. Paul Francis in the news recently, but he is determined to ride this one for the Spinkers trainer, and that's Dale Murphy. Number 5, Hot Stepper, Ben Dawkins and Anthony Nunes. At a good price, so look out for this one. Number 6, She's My Hedge Fund with Robert Halladine and Jason Acosta. And number 7, Kevin Foster and Anthony Nunes. Anthony Nunes has some good ones in this one. So, my top 4 in race number 8, 1, 5, 6, and 7. The race for me is between She's My Hedge Fund and Savvy Girl. Robert Halladine versus Kevin Foster. It's worth the trip to the track to see these two jockeys fight out this one over 6.5 furlongs. In the race 8, I'm going to number 7. In number 6, She's My Hedge Fund. Red Suitor is going to number 7, Savvy Girl. And his danger, without her, Natural Dancer. To look for this one from Red Suitor, Natural Dancer, to run behind Savvy Girl. The 9th penultimate is a restricted stage for imported 3-year-olds, non-winners of 3. Number 1 miler, 1,600 meters. 9 horses declared here again, and all the betting opportunities are there, except we don't have any rolling triple. But double event, exacta, quinella, trifecta, superfecta, and high 5. And here are my top 4 in race number 9. We have a late run starter in race number 9. Let me tell it very quickly so you can break it out. Number 9, Power From Above is a late run starter. Here are my top 4. Number 1, Fearless Soul, Terry J. Robinson, and Philip Fiardi. They have not lost a race. This jockey trainer joining in here again. Put this one in your books. Number 2, Atlantic Convoy. A little disappointing since his victory over a Divine Force back in September. Number 5, that is Rhythm Buzz, Yuval Pinnock and Vincent Atkinson teaming up for this one. And number 8, and that's Money Miser, Dane Dawkins and Fitzroy Gillespie. Just reminding you, Fitzroy Gillespie doesn't trade horses for fun. When he comes with them, they come deadly. My top 4, 1, 2, 5, and 8. My cook food special. For tomorrow, number 1, Fairstone, to get the better of number 8, Money Miser. In this one, Red Suitor selects number 8, Money Miser, to get the better of number 5, Rhythm Buzz. So 8 and 5 for Red Suitor. 10th and final, that's the now handicap. They go 6 furlongs, 1,200 meters. The overnight announced horses for the Cancer Shade Trophy. And 14 horses will go to the post. So what do you get? Another way to come out of debt. Here's my top 4 in race. Number 10. Number 4, Carlin Buffet, Kevin Foster and Oral Hayden. Number 5, Race Star. Being tuned to the minute, looking better every time I see this horse. This tight and really looking good now. Radish Roman and Spencer Trump are teaming up for this one. Number 7, Madeline Sunshine, the speedball with Ryan Lewis and Jason Acosta teaming up for this one. One place the last time out, but this horse has a good turn of foot. At number 13, unlucky number, but lucky, Duke with the Red Halladine and Garrison Batty teaming up in this one. 4, 5, 7, and 13, I think the favorite Duke will get home and look for good runs from number 4, Earnings Affair, and number 5, Race Star. In this one, Red Suitor agrees with me with Duke, but his danger. Hoist the Mars, number 14, with Paul Francis and Earl Hayden teaming up for this one. 13 and 14, a 4, Red Suitor, and with 13 and 4. So, those of you who tuned in late, here are the selections of Red Shooter and Paul Wright. In the first race, we both select number 5, Gilbert. In the second race, I'm going to number 5, Rohan Kabir. Red Shooter goes with number 1, He Can Dance. In the third race, I go with number 1, Absolute Blue. Red Shooter goes with number 4, Sticky Dan. In the fourth race, I'm going to number 3, Thunder Strike. Red Shooter selects number 7, Master of Horn. In the fifth, we both select number 2, Real Boss. In the sixth, I'm going to number 2. So that's one how. The bet of the day, Red Shooter's bet of the day is number 8, Power of Her Highness. In the seventh, I'm going to number 4, Lady Rambilari. Red Shooter selects number 3, his one, Hedgecraft. In the eighth race, I'm going to number 6, She's My Hedge Fund. Red Shooter selects number 7, Stubby Girl. In the ninth, my cook food special is number 1, Fearless Soul. Red Shooter goes with number 8, and that is Money Miser. And in the 10th and final, we both select the gray and the favorite, number 13, Duke. So those are your selections. Make sure you make a note of our selections. Our selections, put yours. Good luck at the track tomorrow. And we look forward to being with you again next week, Friday, for another edition of Racing Business, Big People Business on your station, Power Radio. Rebel Radio.
Okay.
Now to the studio.
Okay, there you have it. There you have it. Don't mix those numbers. If you want to win big money at the track tomorrow, then those are the numbers that you should stick to. Well, yes, we have exhausted our time today on Rebel Radio. I want to thank my listeners and viewers and all my guests. Yes. Also my technical operator. Yes. So until Monday, stay safe. Keep far from the gunmen. They are on the loose, killing widely. Okay, remember you can listen to the today's program on Google. Yes. And until Monday, I am Desmond Richards. Stay safe. This is Rebel Radio.
It's the Everybody Sale at New Budget Supplies. Do-it-yourself professionals and contractors. This is the sale for you. Lumber, steel, dress and foam ply, watertight, pumps, PVC pipes and fittings, toilets, bathtubs, vanities and basins, windows, paint, doors, floor and wall tiles, insets and grout. Up to 20% off selected items. 195 Hagelberg Road. Telephone 93-4560. New Budget Supplies. Always the best prices.
It's always saving season at Tools Hardware and Supplies.
New arrivals are here.
With variety and prices you love.
We have the best in porcelain and ceramic tiles,
windows, doors, and much more.
So what are you waiting for?
When you think of tiles, think Tools. The one-stop for all your home finishes.
So come visit us at 279 Spanish Town Road, 4 South Camp Road, 8 Red Hills Road,
or online at toolsja.com.
Tools!
The Lion King of all.